A very good evening, Red Sox fans, and welcome into the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm Christian Arcand, and the Red Sox needed a win last night after dropping 3 straight, including the in Houston on Monday. After a rare Garrett Crochet loss, the Sox turned to their newest starter, Dustin May, whose debut last week against the Royals, not particularly impressive. Houston was leaning on another recently reinstated starting pitcher in Spencer Arrighetti, who was making a second start since coming back from that broken thumb. Both May and Arrighetti stranded some runners in the first 2 innings. Then in the third, the Sox drew first blood, a leadoff single, followed by back-to-back walks for Roman Anthony and Alex Bregman. It was Trevor Story who got hit in the hand by a fastball up and in to bring in the first run. The bases were loaded. Masa Yoshida would add a sac fly. That made it 2-0. That score would hold as both May and Arrighetti cruised through the next few innings. Then in the 6th, Houston went to the bullpen, and the Red Sox went to work. After singles from Yoshida and Ceddanne Rafaela, it was Carlos Narvaez getting in on the fun with 2 on and 2 out.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball hammered to deep left field. It is back. It is gone. Into the Crawford boxes. Narvaez does break it open. Now that is a bat, and it's 5-0 Red Sox.
Absolute laser beam from Narvaez there. Home run number 10 on the year. That gave the Red Sox a 5-0 lead. And that is your play of last night's game. It's brought to you by Nissan. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan has an exciting full line that will put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today. Red Sox still had a lot of runs to score, however, after Narvaez's homer. Roman Anthony walked, and that brought up Alex Bregman.
1-2. Pitch. Bregman lines one high and deep down the right field line toward the pole, toward the corner. It is back and it's off the pole. A 2-run homer to the opposite field for Bregman. Pole-to-pole power back in Houston, and it's 7-0 Red Sox.
2 games in Houston, 2 taters for Mr. Bregman. That was number 16 on the year as the Red Sox kicked the extra point, make it 7-0. May would retire the side in the bottom of the 6th, and that was all for him. A tremendous performance, one of his best starts of the year. He went 6 scoreless innings, allowed 5 hits, 1 walk with 8 strikeouts. Last night marked the 3rd start this year in which May has not allowed any earned runs, and this was the deepest into a game he's gone scoreless. The Red Sox would continue their onslaught through the later innings. Roman Anthony getting in on the act.
3-2. Roman drives one high and deep into right center field. This thing is majestic. It is cranked. It is back, and it's off the back of the wall and gone. A homer for Roman into one of the deepest parts of the ballpark. He does it again, and it is 9-0 Red Sox.
My goodness, I tell you what. I mean, what else do you want from this kid?
As you heard there from Will and Lenny, 2 home runs in 2 games there for Roman Anthony. He also had a pair of Buehler Abreu RBI doubles, a 2-run single from Trevor Story, and when the dust all settled, the Red Sox were on the good end of a 14-1 blowout in Houston that saw Chas McCormick pitching in the 9th. May gets the win. He improves to 7-8 on the year. His ERA drops down to 4.67. Every Red Sox starter recorded at least 1 hit last night. 7 of them drove in at least 1 run. Roman Anthony, 4 walks and scored 4 runs to go along with that homer you just heard. A tremendous performance from him. And Houston losing combined with the Mariners winning last night has placed those 2 teams into a virtual tie for both first place in the AL West as well as that first wild card. The Yankees won last night too, so the Sox remain a game and a half up on them for the second wild card. But with things as tight as they are, this one tonight could have some serious consequences, which brings us to tonight's pitching matchup, which is brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. For the Red Sox, Walker Buehler getting the ball. He is 7-6. With an ERA of 5.40 in 20 starts this year. He tossed 6 scoreless innings against San Diego last Friday, his longest scoreless outing since May of last year. He faced Houston back on August 2nd, allowed 3 runs in 4 1/3 with 9 hits and 3 walks. A lot of base runners there, but he did end up with a no decision, and the Red Sox won that game 7-3. For the Astros, it will be Hunter Brown on the mound. He has the 9-5 record and 2.51 ERA in 23 starts this year. That ERA, by the way, is 3rd best in the American League for starters, behind Tariq Skubal and Garrett Crochet. Hunter Brown, though, has not won a game in Houston since June 1st. He's 0-2 with a 3.90 ERA and 5 home starts since then. He was outdueled by Cooper Criswell back on August 1st at Fenway, part of a 2-1 10-inning win for the Red Sox. Tonight's first pitch is at 7:10. First pitch brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777. Time now for the Baseball Isn't Boring 2-Minute Grill with our buddy Rob Bradford. It's presented by McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil, including BioHeat, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Here with Rob Bradford is tonight's starting pitcher, Walker Buehler.
The place that I went down there was 5 big leaguers in there that day,
Really?
so I don't think it's that kind of...
Have you done it before or no?
No, but I think the All-Star break, we all kind of have our own resets, or when you go home, you work with your guy from home or whatever,
Yeah.
check in, so... yeah, I don't think it was super out of the ordinary, but...
I mean, and just to clarify, you worked there before.
No, I've never been
Oh,
there
you've never
before.
been there before?
No, I talked to Sean, the guy there who I played against. He played at Georgia when I was there, and but my agent and Maven are pretty intertwined.
Okay.
And we have a lot of guys go down there, so we've been kind of talking through some stuff for a few weeks, and it just kind of made sense to go. But you know, I'm a guy that kind of always is talking to 3 or 4 different guys about my delivery, and have another guy by last name of Barber that I've been talking to a lot as well. So. You know, I'm a guy that's always trying to kind of find my way to create my own puzzle pieces.
Yeah,
my own puzzle, but you know, the more pieces that guys can hand me, I think typically helps.
Did you have so you knew other guys who had gone there, obviously?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you knew sort of what it was going to be or what it was?
Yeah, I mean, largely the biomechanics stuff is similar, right? Data is data, and a lot of people can, you know, have the ability to collect different types of data, right? But the interpretation of it and the ability to kind of put it in human terms and explain it in a way that we can do it, you know, 1,000 miles an hour is a different thing. And so, you know, I'm still at the point trying to get kind of the revolutions of everything a little bit faster, but, you know, I think kind of the framework and how my body's moving right now is a lot better and a lot closer to what it used to be.
You're with a bunch of people.
No.
Even going from team to team,
Yeah.
it just hits different sometimes, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us, Brownie at Vandy was really good at that. I had DJ my freshman fall, and he's obviously with the Reds now. He was kind of the initial reason I went to Vanderbilt, and he was very rigid in terms of throwing programs and how we're going to do things, and this is how we throw this pitch and that kind of stuff. And when Brownie got there, I think he and I connected so well because he basically told everyone, you know, I can hand you every piece of toys and, you know, drills and all that, but if you can't put it together for yourself, there's not a lot I can do for you.
Because sometimes it hits different things hit for different people, right?
You know, I think especially coming off of a rehab situation and then into a year that I never really found it until I kind of blacked out and did at the end of the year, I think. You know, it's hard because you hold on to the cues and thoughts and things that you did your whole life, right? And so, you know, I was talking about it last time with somebody, like, you know, it probably took me 20 seasons to play baseball to get to the point that I did in 21, which is my best year, right? And so you take that, and then I get hurt a year later. I'm out for 2 years basically, and you're kind of looking around like, why isn't he back yet? I said, well, it took me 20-something years to get to that point.
Yeah.
To think that it's all going to be the same in a second is hard.
Which you don't know until you know.
Right, and your body changes and life, and you gain weight and you lose weight or whatever it is, and everything can change, and then that one cue that has kind of fixed everything for you for your whole life doesn't work anymore. Right? So, you know, it's a lot easier to stay good than get good.
So when you get in there again, so was it it's new, right?
Yeah, it was kind of a continuation of the conversations that me and him had for the past couple weeks.
Okay.
And kind of looking at some of the stuff, you know, in real time on a TV, and then get on the mound and throw and get some data on when you're pushing, how fast you're pushing, what doesn't fit into the model of what most successful guys do, and kind of find some cues to shore up that stuff.
When you came out of there, did you feel like that was good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because sometimes you don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think largely you do when you're talking about things that you're trying to feel. And, you know, I kind of experienced this last year in St. Louis where we did a couple drills and it felt like myself again and was able to ride it for a while. So, yeah, I'm looking to do the same thing.
That was Walker Buehler, who is on the mound tonight for the Red Sox, talking with our good buddy Rob Bradford for the Baseball Isn't Boring 2-Minute Grill. You can watch Red Sox pregame on Twitch, by the way. Just follow WEEI. It's brought to you by Subaru of New England. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Coming up in about 15 minutes, the guys from WEEI Afternoon sit down with Alex Cora, brought to you by our New England Ford dealers and the Ford Summer Sales Event. Hurry in to get great deals now, including on F-Series, the official truck of the Boston Red Sox. But coming up next, we will head live to Houston and talk with our pal Lenny Dinardo. That's coming up next here on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Reaching your goals on and off the field takes hard work and the right partner. Rhode Island FC chose Centerville Bank because we help customers make progress on purpose. As the official bank of RIFC, we're here to help you score your next win too. Whatever progress means to you, we're ready to help. Centerville Bank. Progress on purpose. Visit centervillebank.com/partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In the U.S., about 40 children die each year from heat stroke after being left in or becoming trapped in the car. As parents and caregivers, we believe this could never happen to us. This deadly situation can arise quickly and could happen to anyone. This summer, prioritize safety. Always check the back seat. Never leave a child alone in the car, and always lock your car to prevent children from climbing in and getting trapped. Check twice. Their life is in your hands. Brought to you by the Rhode Island Police Chiefs Association.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah, I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
I've never felt like this before. It's like you just get me. I feel like my true self with you. Does that sound crazy? And it doesn't hurt that you're gorgeous. Okay, that's it. I'm taking you home with me. I mean, you can't find shoes this good just anywhere. Find a shoe for every you from brands you love, like Birkenstock, Nike, Adidas, and more at your DSW store or DSW.com.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm Christian Arcan. Red Sox and the Astros playing a rubber match tonight in Houston. And for more on that, we're joined now from Houston by our guy Lenny Dinardo. Lenny, fun one last night. I do want to get to the offense, but let's start with what I think the headline is here, and that is Dustin May having his best start of the season. Is Dustin May maybe a little better than we thought, or do we give him not as much of a chance as we should have after a disappointing trade deadline?
Well, you got to give him a little bit more time than one start to really make a decision.
That's not how it works around here, Lenny. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's Boston. One start's all it takes.
Yeah, I saw his first start, and, yeah, the command just kind of fell apart later in his outing. But, yeah, from what I saw yesterday, 3 pitches, fastball, sweeper, cutter, dominating inside the strike zone. He got to 0-2, 1-2 consistently throughout the night. That's what allowed him to go out there and expand with that sweeper and get a ton of swing and miss. And to stay in this game that long against a Houston Astros club, that's what it comes down to, commanding, getting ahead early, and being able to get them to swing at balls.
Alex Bregman, another home run for him. It's starting to feel like the Red Sox can't afford not to re-sign him at this point with the effect that he's had on some of these younger players, the production, big game moments like this. I mean, he's doing it all.
Yeah, I can't wait for the one that happens tonight. I mean, all fields too. I mean, the first game pulled it in the Crawford boxes. Yesterday took a nice opposite field tank, hit the pole out there right below the chicken sign out there. Yeah, he's amazing. What he does on the field offensively, what he does with the glove in the field, what he does in the clubhouse, mentoring these young players. Yeah, you got to lock him up. Hopefully it happens relatively soon. I don't want them to wait till this offseason to get this done.
Yeah, me neither. Speaking of amazing, Roman Anthony, I don't know what you can even say. I feel like we talk about him every single night, but 4 walks, 4 runs scored, a home run. When I watch him in the batter's box, Lenny, I forget that there's a pitch clock sometimes. Like, he really slows the game down. It's like you're watching a game from from, back in 2005. Like, that's what it feels like when I see him out there.
Yeah, and he's got such a slow heartbeat out there, and the takes that he's not swinging at pitches an inch off the plate, right? For such a young player, typically at his age, they start to speed up a little bit, and you start to expand outside the strike zone. He's just not he's unwavering, right? When it comes to not expanding outside the strike zone, pitchers are going to have to come to him. I mean, you're not going to go out and walk this guy 4 times every night. So what happens is they're going to start coming inside the strike zone a little bit more often, and you're going to see the power numbers start to go up. And it has nothing to do with a swing change. It has nothing to do with him trying to hit home runs. It has everything to do with him hitting mistakes and just with that line drive approach. You start to try to hit home runs, let's pop up the shortstop every time. It doesn't work that way. But with his swing, when he starts to get mistakes, it's going to start to turn into deep home runs.
Certainly. And you're seeing it now. He could have 3 in a row. He's on these lists with Babe Ruth and Ted Williams. It's been a nice little couple of weeks there for him. On the subject of the standings right now, Lenny, you've got right now with this Houston Astros team and Seattle surging, they're in a tie. You've got Cleveland hanging around, Texas, the Yankees, the Royals. How do you see the American League shaking out the way things are going right now?
I'll tell you what, the Seattle Mariners are a scary club. They've always been able to go out there and pitch. They've got some offensive guys to boot now. They're playing good baseball. They're extremely hot. This Astros club's good, but I tell you what, the Seattle Mariners, they're the team to look for. But it's going to come down to the wire, I feel. I mean, it's been like that for quite some time right now. The Red Sox, the next 8 of 11 series are against teams that are sub 500. So hopefully they can go out and take a lot of those series and play winning baseball. But we'll see. I think it's going to come down to the wire. You can't really think too much about what everybody else is doing when you have a job to do on the field every given night. So just go out and pitch. Strategic hitting. Don't strike out a lot. Like last night, you didn't strike out. You had power numbers. You go out and win ball games.
What's the message in the clubhouse after a big blowout win like that last night where everybody's getting hits, everyone's driving and runs? What do you do to sort of try and keep that going or to keep everyone on message?
I feel like in a 162-game schedule, you're allowed to be happy, but you should never be satisfied, if that makes sense. You got to go out there. You have a job to do. So, you lose 14-1, you win 14-1. You still kind of, you have to take your knocks. You have to be happy. But at the end of the day, there's so many games, and it comes up quick. So you got to be ready for the next day. And I feel like that's the philosophy that Alex Correa brings to this team.
Yeah, certainly. I saw reports from Chris Smith over at Mass Live last night who said that after the game, guys were in uniform in front of their lockers just hanging out, chatting for 20, 30 minutes, longer than any reporter would really remember that happening. What do you think that's indicative of?
It's culture, right? This is the culture Alex Correa brings to the clubhouse, brings to the Red Sox, and they're talking baseball. And I think Alex Bregman and Trevor Story are a big part of that as well. You got a few veterans at the top right there, and a lot of young ball players that are just itching to talk baseball. They want to get as much information and valuable experience from these veterans that they possibly can. And who better? I mean, Bregman and Story, these guys are. Or they've been around, and Bregman in particular he knows nothing other than winning, right? And that's what this club wants to do. They want to get to the playoffs, they want to get to the World Series, and they want to win a ring. Who better to talk to than Bregman?
Certainly. And finally, Hunter Brown on the mound tonight for Houston. The Red Sox got a look at him at Fenway. Won that game, that crazy Cooper Criswell game where he outdueled Hunter Brown. Brown is considered the third best, maybe, pitcher in the American League. What makes him so tough, Lenny?
I mean, he's got an average of 97 miles an hour at the top of the strike zone. He's throwing his two-seam about 21%, which is the highest of his career. The changeup at 13% plays as well. He mixes in a curveball, cutter, and slider, but it's power, right? It's power. And when you're an offense facing power, you don't have to go out there and fight power with power. You got to go out there and just slow everything down a little bit, make him supply the power. Just get the barrel to the baseball. Start a little earlier. Once you start getting big and try to be powerful facing a guy like that, that's where you start to fail. So, again, it's all about swing decisions. Don't let him go above the zone, outside the strike zone. Make sure you're getting good pitches to hit and take it from there.
Lenny Dinardo, looking forward to the call tonight. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, that is Lenny out in Houston. Him and Will Fleming will have the call of the game here coming up at 7:10. In the meantime, don't go anywhere. Coming up next, the guys from WEEI Afternoons, Nick Fitzy-Stevens, Andy Hart, and, of course, Ted Johnson sit down with Alex Cora, presented by your New England Ford dealers. That's coming up next here on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
In the U.S., about 40 children die each year from heat stroke after being left in or becoming trapped in the car. As parents and caregivers, we believe this could never happen to us. This deadly situation can arise quickly and could happen to anyone. This summer, prioritize safety. Always check the back seat. Never leave a child alone in a car, and always lock your car to prevent children from climbing in and getting trapped. Check twice. Their life is in your hands. Brought to you by the Rhode Island Police Chiefs Association.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah, I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
The Women's Hoop Show, a podcast hosted by me, Jordan Robinson, brings you fresh women's basketball voices and breakdowns every week. I'll be joined by hoop experts all year long. Find the Women's Hoop Show on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Summer's here, and it's time to bring the heat in a new Honda. Head out on an unforgettable adventure, or take a sporty sedan for a spin, all while driving with confidence. Check out the Civic, Accord, or HR-V during the Honda Summer Event.
See dealer for financing details.
Reaching your goals on and off the field takes hard work and the right partner. Rhode Island FC chose Centerville Bank because we help customers make progress on purpose. As the official bank of RIFC, we're here to help you score your next win too. Whatever progress means to you, we're ready to help. Centerville Bank. Progress on purpose. Visit centervillebank.com/partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Morning decisions. A creamy mocha frappuccino drink? A sweet vanilla? Maybe a smooth caramel? Or that white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Start your day with bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. Pick up a bottle near you wherever you buy your groceries.
As a quarterback, I love sports. But sometimes when I get hit on my blind side, front side, and put on my backside, I wonder, is Sport Clips better than sports? Because Sport Clips Haircuts is sports on TV, plus a relaxing haircut, hot steam towel, and massaging shampoo, which is better than sports plus Sport Clips. It's a game changer. Check in online at sportclips.com.
I'm Rhett. And I'm Link. And we're the hosts of the podcast Ear Biscuits. We're just two lifelong friends who've been talking about life for a long time.
From being dads to businessmen to all the random things we experience, nothing is off limits.
And now we're talking to you. We're answering your questions, giving advice that you may or may not want to take, and listening to your hilarious stories.
So leave us a voicemail to be part of the show at
1-888-EARPOD1 on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply, stop to opt out.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country. When you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on.
Connect with a local divorce attorney today. Text Law 44 to 32 32 32. Law 44 to 32 32 32. CordellCordell.com.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Welcome back to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and the Astros rubber match out in Houston. And before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora. Alex Cora on WEEI is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and the Ford Summer Sales Event. Hurry in to get great deals now, including on F-Series, the official truck of the Red Sox. Here with Alex Cora are the fellows from WEEI Afternoons, Andy Hart, Ted Johnson, and Nick Fitzy-Stevens.
Alex, how we doing today?
Doing good, doing good. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. We watched that game last night. How big a performance was that for Dustin May coming off? You know, you had the three prior starters struggling and Crochet with a game that we haven't really seen very often. How important was it for Dustin May and his energy to step up for you guys?
No, it was very important for all of us. We needed, before the game, I was telling Bales that we needed 100 pitches regardless, you know, and he did that and more, right? Gave us 6 strong innings, threw a lot of strikes, was under control the whole night against a tough lineup. And, now we're in a better place tonight, bullpen-wise. We were able to reset a few guys, and we're ready.
Alex, the anomalous, unbelievable stats for Roman Anthony continue to pile up on an almost game-by-game basis. Last night, the 4 walks, the 4 runs, the home run. And there's been a little bit of a power surge lately with him matching his season-long total in home runs just over the last 2 nights. So I wanted to ask, has there been any sort of adjustment or focus on him trying to up the power game, if you will, with his swing and his plate appearances?
I think it's just the evolution of the player, right? And with him, everything is fast, right? And except he's a bat. He slows down everything. I'm very impressed. Just the way he controls the strike zone is something that when you start looking around the league, Juan Soto, he does that. He did it from the get-go with the Nationals, and that's what Roman is doing. And he's doing an outstanding job as a leadoff guy. Those 2 on top of the lineup, you got to throw it over the plate to get him out. That's the reality of it. And you're into a tough matchup right away, and the pitch counts get up. But going back to Roman, very impressed. He was hitting a lot of ground balls, but even his ground balls are different than the others, right? He hits them hard, and they go through the infield. And now he's hitting the ball in the air, which is awesome, because now he's going to start hitting extra bases, and it's just fun to watch.
Alex, Bregman goes back to Houston, and he's just hitting dingers and getting booed, and it looks like he's enjoying every minute of it. The profile of him, does it kind of fit perfectly for what you want in a player here in Boston with the pressure of playing in this ballpark up here at Fenway. Just the way he's handled his reunion there in Houston, it's probably no surprise to you, but is that something that you've always seen in him, just his ability to kind of step up in these high pressure moments and deliver like that?
Yeah, he's able to separate everything from the game. At 7:05, he's ready. Even before that, he's the first one running down the line, getting ready for the game. It's just different. He's a different player. And if I was a gambling man, I would have put some money that he was going to have a great week here in Houston, because that's who he is. And he's enjoying it. One thing I told him before the first game here, I say, hey, man, I know you're locked in. I know you want to, win every game here, but enjoy it. You have to enjoy it. You earned the right to enjoy this week. The fans were great early on, and right away they switch, and which is awesome. That's what fan bases do, right? And yesterday he doubled to right field out of the ballpark, playing good defense, just leading the team, and this is a guy we envisioned, and there was a reason we wanted him. And it was to play good third base and obviously put good at bats. But what he's doing for the culture of the team is amazing. And I was telling somebody a few days ago, if you think about it, in his career, he's played meaningful games his whole career, right? And it's getting fun with us. We're in the mix of the division and the Walker and all that. And, having a guy like him in our lineup, in our clubhouse, means a lot.
Last week you mentioned, there was a couple of issues with putting down bunts, and the way the profile of your team's kind of made up, it's just an athletic team, and you would think more small ball would be in play. And it feels like it sounded like you agreed when you were talking to Will Fleming. Have you been working on that? That was something that you were going to be, you said you're going to start putting more work in. Is that something that you're focusing on now more?
Yeah, I mean, we always talk about small ball and trying to move runners over, but what are we doing as a coaching staff to be better? And obviously the roster is different than 3 days ago when we had Hamilton, but there's something that we're going to attack. We're on the road right now. It's a little bit hard, for early work, but we'll start doing it at home. I think we've done a much better job running the bases the last month and a half. We've been playing better defense, but with the personnel that we have, and I think the pitching staff that we have, having that lead after the fifth inning, you see the record is very important. And when we have certain situations with certain guys, we will do it, but we have to, just practice a little bit more that aspect and talk a little bit more, and hopefully we can be better at it.
Alex, Jordan Hicks has had some issues with command, and I know the other day he told the Boston Globe that pitch selection, him being on the same page with the catcher and maybe going with what the catcher calls instead of what he would prefer to throw, is an issue. Is that an issue for him right now, and how do you get him turned around?
No, I think he pitched well in San Diego, the 2 innings that he did, and then he hung a slider to Urias. But, we'll keep working with him. He'll keep working with us, and he's very important for us. As you can see right now, in our roster, we got a lot of lefties in the bullpen. We got Whitlock, we got Weiser and Hicksy, from the right side. So he's very important. His stuff is really good. I do believe the San Diego outing was amazing, and here he wasn't that bad. So a frustrated player just, after a game, just said that. But, we talked to him. We'll keep working, and we'll get it straight out.
Impressive effort last night from May. Big start tonight for Buehler as they sort of jockey for the 4 or 5 spots in the rotation. But as we head into the final quarter of the season, Alex, any discussions or conversations about possibly Harrison or Tolley getting a call up for the home stretch?
We've been talking about a lot of stuff. Obviously, we still got hopefully 2.5 months of baseball, right, in Boston, and whatever we feel that is going to make us better, we'll try to do it, But as of right now, we feel good where we at. Made yesterday, Buehler, the last one was amazing. So just go out there and compete and see what the future holds.
Just sort of a follow-up on that pitch selection idea. I think it was Lou last night in the broadcast said when you guys acquired May, you thought maybe his cutter could be a weapon. We have Hicks talking about his pitch selection. What's that process like when guys join the team mid-season and kind of have their stuff and their way they've been doing things and then try to blend in what Andrew Bailey and the organization wants them to do?
Yeah, they have a big meeting. We have a big meeting when the player comes in, and we got, the pitching club, quote unquote, right? Tech is there, and Bales, Devin Rose. We have our analysts, and we go over, pitch usage in the past and how we see it. Sometimes we don't even change it, right? But we make suggestions based on their profile, and we go from there, and we show them the why we think is going to work, and the pitcher, of course, has an input, and he'll tell us what he's gone through, not only with the last organization, but if he pitched for others, their thought process, how they were thinking, why the pitch mix was this and now is different compared to 2 years ago, and then we go to attack. That's the way it works.
All right, before we let you go, we saw that Marcelo Meyer did some baseball activities. Are you optimistic where that might go?
We're far away from that, from getting him in on field, but I think he's taking the right steps, and the fact that he wants it bad, man, and hopefully we can get him back.
All right, Alex, good luck tonight, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you. Have a good one.
That was Alex Cora with Andy Hart, Nick Stevens, and Ted Johnson from WEEI Afternoons. You can watch Red Sox pregame on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. It's brought to you by Subaru. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. I'm Christian Arcan. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Still to come here, we have got our Herb Chambers starting lineups. We got our Subaru scoreboard update. We got our Interlock Metal Roofing Lock of the Game and our New England Chevy Dealers question of the day. That's all coming up next on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Moms, dads, are you the parent of a student athlete? Do you want to know how to get the most out of youth sports? If so, listen to the Next Pitch podcast to give you the tools to raise an aspiring athlete. It's not simple, but we talk straight and give you the best insight there is when it comes to youth sports. We'll cover everything from nutrition and training to mental toughness and teamwork. It's a podcast you can listen to together with your kids so everyone can benefit. Follow Next Pitch on the Odyssey app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew Baja Blast with a wave of tropical lime flavor, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of bold refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Choosing a bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drink that's all flavor and just 100 calories? Easy. Choosing between creamy vanilla, double chocolate, and sea salt caramel flavors? A little harder. Try the delicious new Starbucks Frappuccino light drinks. Look for them wherever you buy groceries. Start with Starbucks coffee.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
You've done it again, finance teams. You closed the books, and it went fine. Sure, some expenses were missing receipts, but that's fine. Stayed late to process invoices by hand. It's all fine. But don't you deserve better than fine? With Ramp, expenses are submitted with a text, invoices are coded automatically, and everything is connected to your accounting system, so you can close the books without all the busy work. Switch your business to Ramp.com and love finance again.
As a quarterback, I love sports, but sometimes when I get hit on my blind side, front side, and put on my backside, I wonder, is Sport Clips better than sports? Because Sport Clips haircuts is sports on TV, plus a relaxing haircut, hot steam towel, and massaging shampoo, which is better than sports plus Sport Clips. It's a game changer. Check in online at sportclips.com.
Summer's here, and it's time to bring the heat in a new Honda. Head out on an unforgettable adventure. Or take a sporty sedan for a spin. All while driving with confidence. Check out the Civic, Accord, or HR-V during the Honda Summer Event.
See dealer for financing details.
I'm Dana Carvey. I'm David Spade. Fly on the Wall's back for another season now on audio and video every Monday and Thursday. So many incredible guests will be joining us. Follow and listen to Fly on the Wall everywhere you get your podcasts. Too good to be true.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time, which is why every hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken finger meal we serve is made just for you.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
For the best deal on tires, head to Town Fair Tire. We beat every competitor every day on every tire. Tire dealers, we beat them. Clubs, we beat them. Online prices, we beat them. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Welcome back to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Christian Arcand here with you. Red Sox and the Astros finishing off this series after splitting the first two. It's time now for the Herb Chambers starting lineups. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. For the Red Sox, visiting and leading off is Roman Anthony in left field. He walked 4 times last night. That's a career high. He leads the majors in on-base percentage since June 18th, and he's homered in 2 straight games. A home run tonight And young Roman will join Babe Ruth and Ted Williams as the only Red Sox players aged 21 or under to homer in 3 straight games. I'd say that's pretty good company. Babe Ruth and Ted Williams. Alex Bregman, who's pretty good too. He's batting second and playing third base. He also homered in 2 straight games. He had a 4-game homer streak exactly a year ago while wearing a Houston Astros uniform. He'll be followed by Jaron. I'm not going to do this for every player. He's got Jaron Duran batting third in center field. He'll be followed by Trevor Story, the cleanup hitter at short. Masa Yoshida will bat fifth in DH. Romy Gonzalez is your number 6 hitter. He'll patrol first. Wilyer Abreu in right, batting 7th, followed by Ceddanne Rafaela at second. Connor Wong will do the catching and bat 9th. For the starter, Walker Buehler. For the Astros, it will be Jeremy Pena leading off at short. Jesus Sanchez will bat second and play left field. He'll be followed by Jose Altuve at second base. Christian Walker is batting cleanup and playing first. He'll be followed by Victor Caratini, the DH. Yainer Diaz will bat 6th and do the catching. Ramon Urias, who has been killing the Red Sox, not last night so much, batting 7th and playing third base. He'll be followed by Cam Smith in right. Jacob Melton will be your number 9 hitter in center field. He'll be behind the Houston starter, Hunter Brown. Time now for the Subaru scoreboard update brought to you by Subaru of New England. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Bunch of games to tell you about that have already gone final today on this Wednesday. A getaway day in a lot of places, including out in San Francisco, where Nick Pivetta was awesome. 1 hit in 6 2/3 innings. Ramon Laureano drove in 3 runs as the Padres smoked the Giants by a final of 11-1. Ketel Marte hit a home run in the 9th inning to push the Diamondbacks past the Rangers by a final of 6-4. That's going to hurt Texas's wild card hopes as they are now back to 500 at 61-61. The Colorado Rockies won a game. Don't get to say that very often. They beat the Cardinals by a final of 6-5. Nationals 8-7 winners over the Royals. That is a tough loss there for Kansas City as that now drops them below 500 on the year and will certainly be hurting their wild card hopes. The Milwaukee Brewers won their 12th straight game, blowing out the Pirates by a final of 12-5, and the Detroit Tigers with some Troy Melton on the round and a combination of 3 relievers shut out the Chicago White Sox by a final score of 1-0. Some games in progress to tell you about. Bottom of the 3rd inning out in Cincinnati. The Reds and the Phillies scoreless so far. We got some weather going on around the Northeast, so Baltimore Orioles and the Mariners, that game yet to get underway. They're in a rain delay. The Guardians trail the Marlins by a score of 1-0. That game still on the top of the 1st inning. Marlins still threatening as they have runners on 2nd and 3rd with 2 out. Again, top 1 in Cleveland. The Yankees also experiencing some weather over there in the Bronx. Them and the Twins, they are delayed, as are the Mets and the Braves across town over at Citi Field. I'll tell you who's not going to be delayed. That's the Blue Jays. They play at the Rogers Center, and they are 20 games over 500, hosting the Chicago Cubs. That one going to be getting underway right at 7:07. Cade Horton and Kevin Gossman will be your starters there. A 9:38 start time out in Anaheim between the Dodgers and the Angels. Shohei Ohtani and Kyle Hendricks will be the starters there, and a 10:05 start time at Sutter Health Park in Sacramento between the A's and the Rays. Drew Rasmussen will be on the mound for Tampa. JT Ginn will be your starter for Sacramento. And that is your Subaru scoreboard update, which means it's time now for the lock of the game presented by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit them online at newenglandmetalroofing.com and never re-roof again. Now, Joe, what did I say last night? I said it was going over for a majority of the game. It looked like I was going to come up short, and then all of a sudden, what happened? The Red Sox heard my lock, and they said, we better go out there and score some runs for our can, and they did. And because of that, I feel confident in this lock here tonight. Alex Bregman playing in Houston, I feel like, is just money in the bank right now. So here are your odds for Alex Bregman. I'll let you pick which one you want to make your lock. An anytime home run is plus 450. An RBI tonight is plus 180. And if you think that Alex Bregman can get 2 hits tonight, that is plus 230, and that's my lock of the game. I know it's Hunter Brown. I don't care. It's Alex Bregman. He's playing in Houston. I'm saying he's getting 2 hits tonight. But if you want to get a little more courageous than I am, you can go ahead and put in any Alex Bregman prop you want now. It's a free country. And one last thing. Every game we have the New England Chevy Dealers question of the day. Together we drive. Listen in for that during the broadcast today. And as we head over to Sox Booth on the WEEI Red Sox Radio Network Twitter account, the question is, which back-end starter in the Red Sox rotation do you trust the most? Will Fleming and Lenny Dinardo will discuss the results during tonight's broadcast. Here are your options. Walker Buehler, who's pitching tonight. Dustin May, who was awesome last night, Richard Fitz, or Cooper Criswell. Vote now and vote right on Twitter. Again, it's at Sox Booth. I can tell you right now that this is a very, very tight race with Cooper Criswell actually leading the way with 37% of the vote. Joe Braverman's head just snapped up back there like he couldn't believe that that's who's winning, but it's true. Criswell in the lead. And there you go. That is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm Christian Hardcan. Don't go anywhere. Don't move a muscle. First pitch coming your way next, right here on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The Gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Moms, dads, are you the parent of a student athlete? Do you want to know how to get the most out of youth sports? If so, listen to the Next Pitch podcast to give you the tools to raise an aspiring athlete. It's not simple, but we talk straight and give you the best insight there is when it comes to youth sports. We'll cover everything from nutrition and training to mental toughness and teamwork. It's a podcast you can listen to together with your kids so everyone can benefit. Follow Next Pitch on the Odyssey app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Morning decisions. A creamy mocha frappuccino drink? A sweet vanilla? Maybe a smooth caramel? Or that white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Start your day with bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. Pick up a bottle near you wherever you buy your groceries.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
As a quarterback, I love sports, but sometimes when I get hit on my blind side, front side, and put on my backside, I wonder, is Sport Clips better than sports? Because Sport Clips haircuts is sports on TV, plus a relaxing haircut, hot steam towel, and massaging shampoo, which is better than sports plus Sport Clips. It's a game changer. Check in online at sportclips.com.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey friends, I'm Sharon McMahon, host of Here's Where It Gets Interesting, where you'll learn about American history, current events, and so much more. Follow and listen to me on Here's Where It Gets Interesting on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action. From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app. This is... Red Sox baseball.
Can you believe it?
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And the left field, adios. Sale winds, he fires. Swing and a miss, strike three, it's over. And the Red Sox win. Jump on his back, fellas, the Red Sox win.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Subaru of New England. There's a lot to love about Subaru. SubaruofNewEngland.com.
And Hideo Nomo's pitched a no-hitter.
Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella, here for good.
Fires. Swing and a miss, strike three, it's over.
Buy cars for kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Ford Trucks, official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Strike three, a no-hitter. 23-year-old Trey Buchholz has no-hit the Baltimore Orioles.
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Duran will score.
Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Way back. Grand slam.
Citgo. Club Citgo can save you money every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. C&S Wholesale Grocers.
It's gone. Into the bullpen.
Brought to you by FindMassMoney.gov. The Department of Veteran Affairs. Hackman Wealth Partners. Boston's premier retirement planning specialist.
Well, they just yelled. They're attacking A-Rod or Heavyweights, and now they're in a fight.
Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
Swing and a miss. He got him. Battle won by House.
McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Northern Bank, your partner for growth.
Here's the throw. Roberts dives, and he is safe.
And by Verizon Wireless, the network Boston relies on. New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
Goodbye, Christian Campbell.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Lenny Dinardo.
Good evening and welcome to Daikin Park in Houston, Texas, where tonight the Red Sox play the rubber match of this three-game series with the now AL West tied Houston Astros. The Red Sox hand the baseball this evening to Walker Buehler, hoping he can recreate the magic that he found last time on the mound. And Hunter Brown, one of the great pitchers in the American League, has the ball for Joe Espada and the Astros. Last night, a thrilling rout for the Red Sox. 14-1 here. Featured 4 walks and a homer from Roman Anthony. A great start from Dustin May. And yet another homer from Alex Bregman, who I'm sure relishes this evening, but also will probably be happy when this series and this stretch of games against the Astros is in his rear view mirror. He's back in there again, as are Anthony and Durand and all the regulars for the Red Sox. They're pushing hard toward the playoff finish line. 41 games to go. The Red Sox find themselves exactly where they were yesterday. Basically, all of the contenders won yesterday evening, and so the Red Sox come in to play today 4.5 behind the Blue Jays in the American League East. They are tied, rather, they are the second wild card. The Astros and the Mariners are right now tied for the top, so one of those teams will win the AL West. The Red Sox essentially a game and a half back of the top spot and a game and a half ahead of the Yankees, along with Lenny Dinardo, Will Fleming. And Lenny, the big game, big series for the Red Sox. They get the off day tomorrow, but to head home with a little momentum. And I think to make a little statement against the end of this gauntlet against really good teams.
Absolutely. You know, you got 8 of the next 11 series following today against teams that are sub 500. But, you know, you're talking about the scoreboard over there, looking at these teams in the race, and it's hard not to peek over there. But at the end of the day, you have to concentrate what's going on the field here. This has been a tight race. It's going to continue to be a tight race, I feel, all the way down the line. So, you know what? Focus on the task at hand. If you look at the formula last night, well-pitched ball game. The at-bats they put together were outstanding. They ended up scoring a ton of runs, caught the ball and threw the ball extremely well. That's the formula for winning baseball. Just concentrate on doing that, and everything else will fall into place.
Ramon Vasquez brings the lineup card out for the Red Sox, as he has these last couple of nights. It's been unbelievable, Lenny, to watch Alex Bregman come back to this ballpark. I mean, from the moment he set foot on the field on Monday, he was glowing and yet focused on the task at hand. He is all in with this Red Sox club, and I'd expect another big night for him.
It was kind of strange because he got the nice little video montage about his career here in Houston and all the accolades that came with it. And then there was a little bit of a subdued applause for his first at-bat. And then when he hit the home run, he got booed. It was very strange. But, yeah, he went off that game, went off yesterday. I mean, when's the home run going to come tonight? That's my only question.
They booed him again last night. I love it.
He says he didn't mind the jeers, but at the end of the day, come on, people. This is Alex Bregman.
I don't get that. Even a little bit. It's a beautiful night here in Houston. A little bit cooler today than the last two, but either way, the roof is closed as the Red Sox finish this 3-game set with the Astros. Time now for our national anthem, which is brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com. Real Fight Stable, sustaining skilled trades careers, helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy subs to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Red Sox and the Astros. Sox in the third base dugout in their road gray unis, getting ready to go. Roman Anthony, then Alex Bregman and Jarren Duran are doing their pregame routines. All smiles over there, and the vibes are definitely high for this club as they look to take the finale. It will not be easy against Hunter Brown. The Speed Report is brought to you by Verizon. Get to your local Verizon store today to check out the latest deals. Lenny, this guy throws hard. He has pinpoint command. It's been a little shakier for him over the last, say, 4 or 5 starts. However, he was great at Fenway Park. He's got some of the best stuff in the American League, and the Red Sox get a second look at him in a week.
Yeah, he was outdueled by Cooper Criswell, of all people. A little bit of a thumber, guy that's not exactly power. But, yes, you're right. Brown is extremely powerful when it comes to his presence on the mound, talking a 97-mile-an-hour average fastball. Behind that, the cutter, 18% sinker, around 15. He's got a slider, a curve, a sweeper, and a changeup he mixes in as well. You know, you talk to hitters about facing a guy that goes after and throws the ball extremely hard like that. It's not about fighting power with power. Slow the barrel down a little bit. Start earlier, but just meet the baseball and let his power propel that ball out of the ballpark.
Red Sox injury report is brought to you by Catches Law Group, champions for the injured with more than $3 billion recovered. For New Englanders, no real updates. Alex did not have much to say about either Slayton or Marcelo Meyer, all the guys that are coming back, including Luis Guerrero, but that's a good thing for the Red Sox. No news often is good news. He did say that Connor Wong will get more playing time because Narvaez's knee continues to bother him intermittently. Wong is in there again tonight. Lenny, how How about the starting lineups brought to you by America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan?
Yeah, leading off for your Red Sox tonight, Roman Anthony in left field, Alex Bregman at third base, Jaron Duran playing center field, Trevor Story at shortstop, Masataka Yoshida at DH, Romy Gonzalez at first base, Wilyer Abreu playing right field, Cedane Rafaela playing second base, and batting ninth, Connor Wong behind the plate. For the Houston Astros, Jeremy Pena at shortstop, Jesus Sanchez at left field, Jose Altuve at second base, Christian Walker at first base, Victor Caratini, DH, Yanier Diaz behind the plate, Ramon Urias at third base, Cam Smith in right field, and Jacob Melton in center field.
So Correa gets the night off, at least to start, for Joe Espada and the Astros. Here is Hunter Brown in his warm-up routine. 23 starts, a 2.51 ERA. This is his third against the Red Sox. He's been really good, 3 earned runs in 12 1/3 against them. Just an excellent strikeout to walk ratio. He really commands and pounds the zone. And, you know, I often wonder, Lenny, I mean, a guy this good, there's probably never an edge against him, but you'd have to think that seeing him this close in between starts, maybe a little bit more knowledge for these Red Sox hitters.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you see a pitcher within a 2-week period or closer than that, you're going to the hitters are going to have that advantage. And seeing him, that same arm angle, seeing his tendencies, seeing exactly what he did against them the last time out, it's going to absolutely help them. But with that said, he's outstanding. He's an all-star, and he's going to try to beat you with that fastball. That's his best pitch. He's going to use it at the top of the zone. So at the end of the day, get a good pitch to hit, take outside the zone, which is what they did yesterday to propel them to victory.
Well, no worries about good takes for this man, Roman Anthony. What a matchup this is to begin the ballgame. Roman, 4 walks, 4 runs scored, and a homer for the second straight night here in Houston. He is the talk of the baseball world, Roman is, and he digs into the left-handed batter's box. Brown, with the roof closed, has some sunlight coming through the windows onto a verdant green surface. He winds, he throws, and Roman, what do you know, takes a close fastball for ball 1.
Just what he does, right?
6:11 p.m. first pitch. 93 outside, 73 in. Roman has just been incredible for the last 5 weeks. The 1-0. Inside, he took another close pitch, and this is what makes him so special. You have to come in. He's not going to get himself out. 5-game streak, 7 for 19 with a couple homers. 6 walks and 4 driven in. 2-0. Brown winds, he throws, and Roman takes a strike. It didn't have to be. I thought that was low.
That was at least a baseball length off the plate down. Brown got a little bit of help right there, but I tell you what, he's unwavering when it comes to not swinging at balls. He's still in a good hitter's count right here.
Ryan Blakeney, the home plate umpire, gave that one to Brown. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Anthony takes another ball. His chase ability and rate are just off the charts, Roman, who now has his on-base percentage at .406. Amazing. Brown trying to gather himself. Bregman looms on deck. 3-1 to Roman. Here's the pitch. Anthony pops it up down the left field line, slicing deep toward the corner. Overcomes Sanchez, and he is there with room to make the play.
Just missed that one. You know, it was 33 of his last 66 plate appearances over the last 14 games. He's reached base at a 500 clip. He just missed that pitch. But again, getting himself into a situation where the pitcher has to come to him. He doesn't want to walk him in that scenario.
Well, that tells you how good Brown is, because he really dotted up right there. 3-1. Now 1 down and some light booing to face Alex Bregman as he digs in. Just underway in Houston. Hunter Brown rocks, he throws, and Bregman takes a ball outside a fastball. Time and temp brought to you by Hatfield, better care, better pork. Bregman at .303 with 16 homers, 1 in each of the first 2 games here. Holds that bat straight up and down, a pose these fans know oh so well. 1-0. Pitch low and outside, but called a strike. Actually, watching the replay, that might have been perfect. Bottom of the zone.
Yeah, Alex didn't like that one. the first game, he showed his pull power to the Crawford boxes. Yesterday, opposite field toward the filet chicken post, whatever you call it. Let's see if he can go center now.
1-1. Here it is. And Alex grounds one up the middle to the second baseman. It's bobbled there by Altuve. He throws to first in time. There are two down. I'll bring up Duran.
Yeah, Brown's ability to go out there and use power, but also commanding all of his pitches. That's why he was an all-star this year. Oftentimes you see a guy throwing upper 90s, and they don't have that ability. They're max effort, and they start to miss early in counts and in games, but he's not that pitcher.
Two down for Duran. Brown winds, he throws, and Jaron takes a breaking ball in the dirt. And that's ball one.
Duran's an aggressive hitter early in games especially. Brown noticed that, threw him a breaking ball, trying to get him to swing outside the zone and do some soft contact. But Duran wasn't biting.
He's got a single hit in each of these first two games. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Duran swings and drives one high into left field, hanging up in front of the wall in those Crawford boxes. Sanchez is there. Make the play, and the Sox go down in order in the top of the first. Need a good one from Buehler. He's on the mound, scoreless after half an inning of the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Picture a perfect summer day. Kids playing in the yard, a gentle breeze, a line of ants marching into your kitchen? Not so perfect. Modern Pest's Home Care Green program can help. Our proactive treatments keep ants, flies, and wasps at bay. Don't let summer pests spoil your fun. Call 800-323-PEST or visit modernpest.com. Modern Pest, where pest-free meets carefree.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
When it tastes as good as takeout and leaves you feeling like... That's Kevin's Natural Foods. Protein-packed meals, clean ingredients, shockingly delicious flavor. Get that clean eating feeling with Kevin's Natural Foods in the refrigerated aisle.
I'm Rhett. And I'm Link. And we're the hosts of the podcast Ear Biscuits. We're just two lifelong friends who've been talking about life for a long time.
From being dads to businessmen to all the random things we experience, nothing is off limits.
And now we're talking to you. We're answering your questions, giving advice that you may or may not want to take, and listening to your hilarious stories.
So leave us a voicemail to be part of the show at
1-888-EARPOD-1 on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Walker Buehler to see Jeremy Pena in the bottom of the first. Red Sox down very quietly. Pena, Sanchez, and Altuve for the Astros. The pitch is a little bit low. Walker, I thought in some ways his best start of the year. I mean, 4 ago against the Phillies, 7 great innings, but he really needed to find something and turn it around, and he did. Pena's 4 for 9 in this series. 1-0. Popped up foul.
Yeah, the biggest concern for Walker Buehler is the walks and keeping the ball in the ballpark. He's given up way too many home runs this season. But again, like you said, if you look at his best outings this year, last start versus San Diego, Philadelphia, Chicago, Toronto, all those games, didn't give up any home runs, and limiting the walks. Trusting his stuff is key for Walker Buehler.
Just as he did last time, he's going to go out of that stretch exclusively. 1-1. Outside. Slider. And I think it's always important for him, Lenny, to sort of limit the number and types of pitches he throws.
Yeah, he's a guy that has the kitchen sink available, but if you throw 2 or 3 pitches, command those pitches in the strike zone,
Does not command this 2-1.
You'll be successful. His stuff is good enough to compete with 2 or 3 pitches and get deep. And the biggest 2 innings that's concerning for everybody is the 1st and 4th inning. He usually gives up most of his damage in those innings, so buckling down right now is important.
3-1 to Pena, the pitch. Drilled deep to left field. Way back, and it's gone. Pena leadoff homer. And it's 1-0 Houston.
Well, we just mentioned it, being able to stay ahead in pitchers' counts, limiting the damage, the hard contact, and commanding his pitches. That pitch is supposed to be down and in. He got a little bit too much at the plate. Pena, who's been on fire as of late, is not going to let that get by him.
Worst possible start for Buehler. Here's Jesus Sanchez, left-handed hitter. He takes outside for a ball. It was the Dustin May formula last night. Get ahead. Fall behind Pena and pay the ultimate price.
Yeah, Dustin May last night was outstanding.
13 homers now for Pena. Sanchez takes a strike.
Yeah, he really put on a clinic, getting 0-2, 1-2, just about every hitter it seemed like. It was amazing, like clockwork.
Pena is a special talent. 1-1. Strike on the outside corner. They must have a celebration with the Astros bullpen that he failed to do, rounding the bases, because he just now jogged down to the end of the dugout and did it for them.
Creatures of habit. Don't
mess with a good thing. 1-2 to Sanchez, the pitch. Line drive into center field. Duran over to his right. He's there on the run to make the play. That was scalded. For 1 down.
Some hard contact there as well. You'd like to see him be able to use his fastball up above the zone, the breakable down below it, nothing over the middle. So far, the misses have been too much over the plate.
And here now, Altuve, who has not hit Buehler all that well in his life. 1 for 8. He takes a first pitch sinker for strike 1.
You go back to Dustin May last night. He kept the big boppers at bay. Altuve, Correa, Christian Walker.
0-1. Pop foul, first base side.
Kept them over all last night. Certain guys you have to highlight in the order. Say these guys aren't going to beat me. Pena needs to be on that list, though.
Yes.
Because he's been outstanding this season.
Might be their best overall hitter. 0-2 to Altuve. Pitch. Way outside, easy take on a slider. Doesn't have that pitch yet, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's got a lot of glove side break on it. It's got to start that a little bit more over and to induce a swing. They're not going to bite it that way if it's a ball out of his hand.
A run in, 1 out in the first. 1-2 the pitch. I mean, it's another miss way outside with a slider, and it's 2-2.
Well, the good thing about having 7, 8 pitches is, hey, if the slider's not working today, move on to the curveball. Use the cutter, something with a little bit shorter break.
Not a packed house, not yet anyway, here in Houston. The series finale. 2-2. Another bad miss. Sinker that was way beneath the zone. And Buehler having a very tough time.
Seems to be yanking everything right now. I call that alligator arm. You know, you're trying to get extension out toward the glove with your release point. He's yanking it too far toward the first base dugout.
Three balls and 2 strikes to Altuve. Walker on deck. Pitch is a ball. He's not going to get that call when he misses like that. A cutter, and it's a walk to Altuve.
Yeah, just not feeling the release point so far tonight. You know, oftentimes early when you give up that much hard contact, you start picking on the corners. He needs to take that deep breath, step off the back of the mound, say, okay, I need to trust my stuff, get back to what makes me a good pitcher. Strike number 1.
It's now 47 walks in 100 innings. Strike in there to Walker. Romey's at first. Cedon back on the infield at second base. Story at short with Bregman at third. Baldwin Group defensive alignment. Insurance, employee benefits, and wealth management. If you can dream it, we can protect it. 0-1 pitch. Chopper foul at his feet. And just like that, it's 0-2.
I think it's a nice ground ball right here. Get a 2 for 1. Nice little double play. Keep it a solo digit out there on the scoreboard. Kind of reset in the dugout and get back to business.
He was 0-2 to Altuve and walked him. Correa in center, Abreu in right, and Anthony in left. The numbers, the best defensive outfield in baseball. 0-2, Buehler stretches at the belt. He throws. And a little looper into shallow right field. Long run in for Abreu. Out goes Cedon. He spins and throws to first, but it pulls Romy off the bag. That would have been the play and double play of the season. Cedon went way out into the outfield, an over-the-shoulder running catch, and then in one move, spun and threw to first. They almost did the impossible.
Rafaela just showcasing the athleticism once again, going to get that ball. I thought there was no way anybody would absolutely get to that ball. He ended up getting it and rotating and turning and throwing on a dime. Just pulled the first baseman, Gonzalez, off the bag just a tad up the line.
The athleticism to do that in one move is just ridiculous.
He might have had a little bit more time than he thought, though, to catch it and set his feet to make a little bit of a better throw.
Two downers, Victor Caratini. Throw to first, and Altuve barely back in. You know, Altuve in his career is an interesting study because great hitter, world champion, MVP. There have been times when the defense fails him, and so too the base running.
We saw that the other day. Narvaez picked him off behind home plate. I don't know. I'm not sure what he was doing. Took a secondary lead. Just forgot what was going on.
1-0 the score as a breaking ball to Caratini. Misses outside. A curveball, and it's 1-0.
With the lefty up right now, Walker, if he throws that same slider with a lot of break on it, he can start that off the plate inside the right-hand batter's box and get that first strike.
1-0. Pitch not close. A curveball that missed way outside. So the breaking stuff early on here for Buehler, a test.
Just not feeling the release point right now. How do you get the breaking ball release point right? You got to start throwing more fastballs.
2-0. Pitch. There's a fastball that misses. Why is that, Lenny? Why does one lead to the other?
It's the intent, right? Oftentimes what you're seeing with him is he's leaving the release point of the breaking ball a little bit too far arm side. When you throw a fastball, you start to create that release point out front. Instead of going to the target, you start going through the target.
3-0. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner. All dotted there. 3-1. Arbella Insurance, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Strikeout for the Sox pitcher this year, $50 donated. Altuve runs. The 3-1 is a ball outside. So, consecutive walks for Buehler. And the trouble continues as Yainer Diaz comes up.
Well, the concerns we talked about for Walker Buehler throughout this season is trouble in the first inning. Check. Walking batters. Check. Giving up the long ball. Check. It's all happened so far this inning. So he needs to be able to dial it in right here. Bailey's out to talk to him to get him right.
I think what will frustrate all of them so much is that each of the guys who walked was behind 0-2.
Yeah, that's concerning. You know, oftentimes you go 0-2. Yeah, you want to, I don't even like using the word waste pitch, but you're allowed to make a purpose pitch right there. But once you throw that one pitch, you have to dial it back in. You have to get back in the zone. Throw a quality, commanded strike.
Still a really important sequence here. And unfortunately for Buehler, this is so much like so many of his moments this year. It's kind of enigmatic, up and down, and frankly frustrating.
I mean, you look at the outings that he's thrown well in, San Diego, Philadelphia. You just can't repeat those release points. The mentality is just not there today.
Diaz has big power, and he lines one into left field. That's a base hit. That will score Altuve as Anthony picks it up off the turf. A hanging breaking ball that Diaz ripped, and it's 2-0 Astros.
And the frustrating part about it is the stuff is there. We hear that word a lot. Stuff. 94, 96 with the fastball. 7 pitches. But when it gets down to location, that's a 90-mile-an-hour fastball right at the top of the zone. Actually, that's a cutter at 90, right at the top of the zone, but it didn't really break very far at all. Just kind of stayed right in the barrel path.
And I think that's sort of like his third and final alternative, something that acts a little bit like a breaking ball, but that was flat and hit hard. Here's Ramon Urias, who takes a ball, and he's asking for catcher's interference. They're going to look into their video room. Normally the hitter knows, and they will not look. That's interesting. Urias was pretty sure, but I don't think so. Hard to tell on those ones.
That wouldn't be the first time this season a check swing would turn into catcher's interference, which I've never seen before this season.
Yeah, no kidding. The 1-0 is popped up on the left side of the infield foul. Bregman and Wong come together, and they run out of room. It's onto the roof of the dugout. It is 1-1. The Red Sox lost a game in Philadelphia on a check swing. Catcher's interference. Edmundo Sosa that day. And then the very next inning they had one. Amazing.
Things you never see. Baseball's funny that way. It's been around for so long.
I know. And I do think there's got to be some tweaking of that rule. Like, is a check swing really interference? I'm not so sure. Like, the ball had been caught, but that's a story for another day. 1-1 the pitch. High pop into right field. Another tough play. Back goes Romy, and in foul ground, he's there to make the play. And the inning is over. However, the Astros get two. And after an inning, they lead 2-0 in the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet, find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Your burger is served. And this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
I'm Josh Scherer.
And I'm Nicole Inaidi.
And we're the cooks responsible for all the strange dishes on the internet's most watched daily show, Good Mythical Morning with Rhett and Link, and our own YouTube channel, Mythical Kitchen.
Between the two of us, we've worked almost every weird job the food industry has to offer, and we've developed some pretty strong opinions.
The strongest opinions, Nicole. Opinions so strong they need to be heard on an easily consumable auditory medium.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Are boneless wings just poser nuggets?
Is cereal soup?
Follow and listen to A Hot Dog is a Sandwich.
Free on the Odyssey app and everywhere you get your podcasts.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Trevor Story to lead it off for the Red Sox in the top of the second inning. Houston leads 2-0. A Pena homer and then a Yainer Diaz single after a couple of walks. Trevor drove in a run with a hit in the ninth inning last night off Chas McCormick. Pitch from Brown. Strike on the outside corner.
It's nice to see him back in the lineup last night. Got hit in the hand with the bases loaded. It's always concerning.
Been an RBI machine, 75 for the year. 0-1. Check swing. He held on. Fastball.
That's where Brown's going to try to beat these hitters up in the zone. Power fastball, has a ton of ride on it. Looks like a good pitch to hit. Stays up there, though.
1-1. Trevor lines one down the right field line. This is going to be extra bases. It's into the corner. Story streaks around first. He is into second. Nicely done. Beautiful inside-out swing for Trevor Story and a leadoff double in the second.
That was a great piece of hitting right there. We talk about hitting mistakes all the time. He took a pitch up above the zone. Brown ended up throwing something he could handle. A little fastball in the outer half. Saw it deep. Drove it the other way where it was pitched. Outstanding job by Story.
So he's starting to get some round numbers. That's double number 20 75 RBIs in this series. Here's Massa. He's looked really good here in Houston. Brown out of the stretch, throws, and Yoshida takes a ball. Curveball low. It was a topic of discussion all day for the Red Sox hitters. Don't try to do too much against this big arm.
Let him supply the power. Just get the barrel to it.
1-0. Massa takes inside, another curve for another ball. 2-0.
He's got to shorten up the swing a little bit. When a guy's throwing that hard, you just start a little bit earlier.
He is outside. Massa's heated up over his last 9, hitting .310. Really important sacrifice fly last night to break the scoreless tie.
That's the biggest difference with Massa. He's starting to get the ball in the air a little bit more. Saw a lot of roll over to second base at bats.
3-0. Pitch is way high, ball 4. All right. So the Red Sox trying to answer right back. Double and a walk, and here comes Romy.
That's the key right there. I mean, last night made it completely evident that if you can take pitches outside the strike zone, he's going to have to come to you from there. He's got to be ready when he does.
Romy's been so hot, and he's earned the right to face more righties. 2 on, none out. Pitch. Gonzalez grounds it to second. Probably a double play to second for 1. Relay to first is in time. They got him. Worst possible outcome. 1 pitch grounder to second. And an inning with so much promise starts to fizzle with that double play.
Yeah, first time seeing a guy, especially like Brown. I'd like the lineup to see a few more pitches just to kind of see what he's bringing.
Well, and it especially hurts given what we saw from this hitter, Buehler Abreu, last night. 2 down, runner at third. Pitch is high and outside. I'm with you, Lenny. Not only that he hadn't seen him, but he had just missed with 4 straight to Yoshida.
Yeah. Don't be so aggressive up there all the time.
1-0 to Buehler. That's also a ball. I mean, there we go. Now, in fairness, that was a pitch to hit, but still.
I mean, you're playing the odds. He threw 4 pitches prior to that bat to walk him. He's thrown 2 right here for balls to start off. And there's something to be said for seeing the ball out of his hand in the batter's box before you make that swing.
2-0 to Abreu. Here's the pitch, and it is way high. And I do think he wants very little to do with Buehler in this spot, having watched him last night with a righty Rafaela on deck. This is the spot Buehler is going to pick one thing in one spot. 7th batter of the game, brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. 3-0 to Abreu. Pitch is a strike. It's not that far, I wouldn't think, from where he wants it, but you love the take. 3-0. And he'll probably get the same thing here.
Yeah, now that he saw a pitch in the zone, if he gets the same pitch right here, he's going to be more liable to put a charge into it.
2 doubles the opposite way last night. 3-1, the pitch is fouled off. He was just late, but that was the right swing path on the third base side out of play. 3-2.
And 97 mile an hour, not too far from the previous pitch. He was right on it.
Well, we've seen enough of Abreu. If Hunter Brown throws anything other than a fastball right here, he deserves what's coming. I think, anyway. 3-2. The wind and the pitch is a fastball high for ball 4. Well, they stuck with the plan, which is definitely the right scouting of Abreu. A good take, and now runners at the corners with 2 down for Cedon.
We were with Lou Merloni earlier today talking about Abreu and how the swings last night were really like these little 75% swings, not trying to hit the ball at the ballpark. That's when he's at his best, knowing when to take those swings. And Hunter Brown's a guy you need to take those swings, not that full 100% hack.
I think the same applies to this guy, Cedon. 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. 2-0 Astros. Buehler thought about running. He stops, and Cedon takes a pitch outside. Curveball. Not the worst idea if they time him up. I mean, he got speed at third. Story would think about coming down the line, but Cedon's such a good RBI man. Better be sure. 1-0. They throw over, and Willier just kind of tumbles back to the bag.
I'm talking about Rafaela. You want him to be aggressive at the plate, but aggressive in the zone, not outside the zone. Breaking balls down and away has kind of been his Achilles heel.
1-0 is swung on and looped into shallow center field. It's down for a hit. Story scores. Abreu is around second into third. He got just enough of it, and the Red Sox get a run back. It's 2-1.
You just mentioned him not taking that full hack. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball in the inner half. Nice, sweet, short stroke to the baseball. Just enough to get it outside the infield. He got beat a little bit, but it's strong enough to get it to the outfield.
And now Connor Wong, who has started to look much better at the plate. Chance to tie the game or more here. Good fight from the Red Sox after a 2-run first. Pitch to Connor. Strike right there.
Ball's 98 right at the tip top of the zone. Not a good pitch to swing at. That's a pitch that Hunter Brown relies on to beat hitters.
First and third with a run in. 2-1 Houston. Spin and throw to first. Cedon just kind of hops back to the bag. Nothing in 1 to Wong. Pitch is just outside. Close with a fastball, but a ball it looked like, and it's 1-1.
So far, the Red Sox showing a lot of patience with Brown, the guy that's typically in the zone a lot, taking some really close pitches.
1-1 to Connor. Cedon runs. The pitch is looped foul on the first base side. I think Cedon had that pitch, that bag stolen, but Connor thought it was too close to take. You understand that. 1-2.
Yeah, that was a pitch to drive right there. That was about belt high.
At the corners, 1-2 to Wong. Brown sets. Cedon runs again. The pitch is high, so he'll steal the bag, and now the Red Sox have 2 in scoring position. It's 2-2.
Nice job by Connor Wong being patient. Wait until he can get a good pitch to hit. The swing before that showed me he was right on that fastball.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is swung on and fouled. Good breaking ball. Good job to stay alive on a really nasty cutter.
Yeah, fouling that fastball off 2 pitches before that told me that he's probably going to see something with a little wrinkle on it. Wouldn't surprise me if he went back to it right here.
2-2. They lead at second and third. Sox trail by a run in the second. The pitch is swung on and missed. He got him with a fastball, and the inning is over. Red Sox fight, but they leave 2-1 after an inning and a half on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
I'm Jordan Robinson, host of the new podcast, The Women's Hoop Show. Each episode, I'll be joined by a rotating group of women's basketball experts to talk WNBA, college hoops, the new Unrivaled League, and the shifting landscape of the sport. The game is growing, and so are we. Listen to and follow the Women's Hoop Show and Odyssey podcast, available now for free on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new Honda. It's time to chase the sun. wherever it takes you. With impressive Honda capability and exciting performance. Check out the Passport, Pilot, Ridgeline, or CR-V during the Honda Summer event.
See dealer for financing details.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning, Cam Smith. Cam went 2 for 2 with a double, a walk, and a run scored on Monday night versus Boston. Walker Buehler out for his second inning, trying to right the ship after a rocky first inning. Goes fastball slider, 1-1 count here to Smith. Release point still a little bit inconsistent with the fastball and the breaking ball. As you can see some frustration on Walker's face. Nice knuckle curveball right there, 76 mile an hour inner half to Smith. Fooled him with that, way out on his front foot. Slider, line drive to left field. Wilyer Abreu staying there under the baseball for out number 1. Up next for the Houston Astros, Jacob Melton went 1 for 4 last night. Started in center field. Number 2 prospect for the Astros. Walker Buehler fires 94 mile an hour fastball for a strike. 0-1. Breaking ball continues to leave that arm side. 76 mile an hour misfire there for a 1-1 count. Little cutter into the hole of second base. Rafaela has it. 4-3 for out number 2. Now back to the top of the lineup, Jeremy Pena, who's been a thorn in the Red Sox side as well as everybody else in the big leagues this season. Three for 5 with a stolen base last night. Very aggressive, swings at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's got 4 leadoff home runs this season. Hit one at New York on Saturday. Oh, 1 pitch for Buehler. Another curveball, seems to be throwing that for more strikes. Now he's 0-2 versus Pena. He's had trouble so far this outing, going from 0-2 to being able to put hitters away. Nice fastball, inner third for the K-looking outstanding comeback for Walker Buehler right there.
The march to spring training and opening day is upon us. Rob Bradford from Baseballs and Boring here, and we'll have you covered every single day with podcasts that aim to educate, entertain, and inform you as a baseball fan. Follow Baseballs and Boring in the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew Baja Blast with a wave of tropical lime flavor, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of bold refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a do.
Do the do.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Choosing a bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drink that's all flavor and just 100 calories? Easy. Choosing between creamy vanilla, double chocolate, and sea salt caramel flavors? A little harder. Try the delicious new Starbucks Frappuccino light drinks. Look for them wherever you buy groceries. Start with Starbucks coffee.
Hey, it's Lou. Did you hear? Shaw's and Star Market have lowered hundreds of prices on the items you buy most, like boneless chicken breast, 2-liter Coca-Cola, fresh avocados, snacks, cereal, and much more, all at new lower prices. Find your new lower price tags aisle after aisle and save on your grocery essentials. Want more value and savings? Shop the new lower prices and deals at Shaw's and Star Market today. See full savings claim details at shaws.com/lower prices or starmarket.com/lower prices. Shaw's and Star Market. Go shopping. Get rewarded.
Jones and Keith.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Roman Anthony to lead it off for the Red Sox in the top of the third. Brown throws. Fastball outside for ball one. That's for Lenny Dinardo. Picking me up a little bit. Playing hurt tonight, but we will grind through it. At least we hope so. We will see.
You're doing great, considering.
1-0 to Roman. Flied out his first time. He takes a strike on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Bregman, then Duran, in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers, Toyota of Auburn and Toyota of Boston. 1-1. And one of those rare times he can't stop his swing at a breaking ball that looked a little low, but a nasty one from Brown. 1-2. Good bounce back from Buehler.
Absolutely. Went right after hitters, was spotting up. The breaking ball looked a lot sharper as well. Again, it's that first inning and the fourth inning. Hopefully the fourth inning doesn't happen tonight.
Well, that was a good luck charm. Missing it. 1-2 is just outside. And low a changeup. 2-2.
Don't get any ideas. Yeah. I'm superstitious, but not that superstitious.
Just a little stitious.
Just a little.
2-2 to Anthony. 2-1 Astros in the third. Here's the pitch. Roman takes strike three. That was just dotted. Awesome curveball on the corner. These Astro fans, they know what a threat Anthony is. That was a different sounding cheer.
It really was. 84 right on the black away. He's got a good fastball, but I tell you what, those secondary pitches behind it make that fastball even better when he's spotting it up like that.
Light smattering of boos for Bregman. On down, bases empty. Brown throws and Bregman takes a ball outside. You want to tell us about Boston firefighters?
Absolutely. First responders develop cancer at a higher rate than the general population. Boston Firefighters Credit Union is reminding all first responders to get checked. If something feels off, get it checked. Early detection saves lives.
Something feels off tonight. I'm not a first responder, though. 1-0 is high in the air into center field, just off the end of the bat. The Astros center fielder Melton is there to make the play. 2 down.
I'm not going to lie, Will. Sitting next to you, I feel like a first responder tonight.
You kind of are.
J.P. Nolan's been the first responder tonight.
What a
so
hero.
far.
Pedialyte, all kinds of other things into the booth. Jeanette Minshew, our wonderful engineer, has hooked me up as well. It's all hands on deck, Lenny.
If this is contagious, you know where I'll be at 36,000 feet tonight.
Yeah, right next to me. Jaron Duran takes a strike on the outside corner.
We'll weather it together. We'll be fine.
I had some consultation with some medical professionals today. I don't believe what I have is contagious. 0-1, the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was just wicked, that curveball, and it's 0-2.
He's gone to that curveball frequently this second inning. He's getting a lot of swing and miss on it, spotting it up, commanding it inside and outside the zone, depending on the count.
Third inning brought to you by Citgo, a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and save 23 cents a gallon. 0-2. That's in the dirt.
Another curveball right there. That's a 0-2 pitch. He wants to spot that down below the zone, trying to induce a swing from Duran. Probably going to go to a fastball here. If I were a betting man, something up above the zone.
You are a betting man. The 1-2 breaking ball. You lost that little prop bet. 2-2.
2 breaking balls down below the zone in a row.
Story would be next.
No way he triples up right here.
I like it, Lenny. Double down. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's a high fastball, as you predicted. 3-2. Now, this becomes an interesting pitch. He does not want to walk Duran with his speed, so he should challenge.
Probably going to see a fastball. Duran, again, try not to get big. Nice and short. Just make the barrel meet the ball.
3-2. Here it is. Duran swings and misses. Nasty curveball. Wow, that took some guts from Brown, and Duran just couldn't lay off of it.
That's pitching right there.
One of the reasons he's one of the best. Couple strikeouts in the inning. Sox quietly in the third. Buehler back to work on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI. Red Sox Radio Network.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new Honda. It's time to chase the sun wherever it takes you. With impressive Honda capability and exciting performance. Check out the Passport, Pilot, Ridgeline, or CR-V during the Honda Summer event.
See dealer for financing details.
Moms, dads, are you the parent of a student athlete? Do you want to know how to get the most out of youth sports? If so, listen to the Next Pitch podcast to give you the tools to raise an aspiring athlete. It's not simple, but we talk straight and give you the best insight there is when it comes to youth sports. We'll cover everything from nutrition and training to mental toughness and teamwork. It's a podcast you can listen to together with your kids so everyone can benefit. Follow Next Pitch on the Odyssey app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hi, this is Walker Buehler. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Walker's back to the mound, trailing 2-1. See Jesus Sanchez. It's the final week to enter the Shaws and Star Market Summer Grand Slam sweepstakes, by the way. Win a Boston sports experience and $500 Shaws gift card. Here's Sanchez, who takes a strike. Well, that's a good sign. Curveball found the range there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, see if he can recreate some of the magic last innings, commanding all those pitches. Oftentimes, you just need to hit the reset button. However you do that, everybody's different.
0-1.
But if you don't hit it, it's going to be a long evening.
As it was in the first. Buehler delivers. Sanchez takes high and tight. Both the New York teams are home, and they're both delayed by rain. Yankees hosting the Twins in a moment. Yankees, you're going to hear a little something about them from Mr. Dinardo. The 1-1 is a little bit low.
Located on a 32-acre campus by the Hudson, River Spring Living provides a full range of living options for older adults. I've seen firsthand what makes it special. Schedule a tour at riverspringliving.org today.
You're allowed to tell white lies. A chopper up the middle. Story has it. I mean, that copy was written for me. I have been there many times. Nice play there on the infield for Trevor. Yeah, that's the rivalry report. David Pomerantz and his great staff do such a wonderful job. riverspringliving.org to schedule your tour.
Nice job by Buehler pitching to contact so far in the last couple innings.
1 out. Pop up off the end of the bat of Altuve toward Trevor again. He looks up into this corrugated roof, makes the play, and they're 2 down. I kind of just made that up. I don't know if it is corrugated. It looks like it to me.
Yeah, it really does. I doubt it's corrugated. Well, I don't know. Anything's better than the Trop ceiling, though, which is no longer here, or in existence, I should say.
Not for now. See if they ever make it back there. It was just devastating damage from the hurricane. They started out gangbusters at home. Played so many games there early in the season. It's total bandbox. They've been hit by rain more lately. 2 down. Here's Christian Walker. Strike from him on the inside corner.
I've been impressed by Walker Buehler's adjustment, specifically on the curve and slider. First inning started in the zone, broke a couple feet out. Now it's staying in.
0-1. Down. It's light green, the metal buttresses that support the roof, and they slide kind of open as they occasionally peel that roof back. There are not many days they do. And even when it's lovely in the fall, they don't in the playoffs because they want the noise. Here's a fastball high. In fact, I think Major League Baseball has sort of adapted that rule a little bit to say if it's a certain temperature, you really should open it.
We were walking into the ballpark today and we saw the lighting equipment for this grass.
Yep, 2-1 is fouled off.
Because it's closed so often, you have got to go out there and give it artificial light to keep the grass living in this green.
Red Sox have a couple of those little ones, but they only put it on the particularly distressed patches out in the outfield. These things were massive. 2 down, bases empty. 2-1, Astros lead. Buehler throws, and he misses just outside with a fastball. 3-2.
I'm going to buckle down, make a quality pitch right here. You want to stay away from the walks. Walker can do damage. Got to command it well.
3-2 is a ball. Close, but he does lose Walker. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Walker loses Walker as we go on to Victor Caratini, who tries to check his swing. Didn't matter anyway. Fastball on the outside corner. We talked about this. A guy with the first name is the same last name as a hitter. Very interesting. I wonder if Boone Logan ever faced Aaron or Brett Boone.
How many of those are in existence? Did we ever figure out past and present?
No. Some kids these days get the first name Jones. That would lead you to one.
Little chipper.
0-1. Strike on the inside corner. I love that one of Cedon's 17 middle names is Chipper, since his mom was such a fan.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Oh, yes. 0-2 is high to Caratini.
You're a wealth of knowledge. You know that?
I'm a wealth of a lot of things tonight. He doesn't have 70, but here's his full name. We'll get it in 1 second. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. That's called a tease in the radio business. You'll get Cedon Rafaela's full name when we come back. That's good stuff from Buehler. I hope he hits in the next inning. Cedon will do so if 2 Red Sox reach. 2-1 Astros on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of bold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the do. I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
You Must Remember This is the podcast dedicated to stories from the secret and forgotten histories of 20th century Hollywood. Stories of sex, murder, institutional racism, bad men, sad women, fascist gossip columnists, and much more. Our new season is called The Old Man is Still Alive, and it's about directors like Alfred Hitchcock and John Ford who got started in the silent era, but were still making movies in the psychedelic 60s. Follow and listen to You Must Remember This on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
To the top of the fourth we go. 2-1 Astros. Trevor Story sparked the Red Sox rally in the second. And he will do so again with any luck in the fourth. Story, then Yoshida and Romy. Herb Chambers batting order. Hunter Brown into the windy throws, and Trevor takes a strike on the inside corner. Herb Chambers, Ford of Braintree, and Ford of Westboro. 20 doubles, 18 homers, and 75 driven in. What a great surge it's been for him. 0-1. Tries to stop his swing and does on a breaking ball in the dirt, and it's 1-1.
Nice little pitcher's duel we have so far in the top of the fourth inning. Some adjustments have been made.
You'd be shocked to know that Walker Buehler is furiously chatting in the dugout with Connor Wong. He is always going. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Couldn't lay off that great cutter. And it's 1-2. Looked to me like Jason Varitek had some pretty pointed things to say to both of them about maybe a pitch selection here or there.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, the breaking ball the last couple innings has been on point. He's been commanding that very well. Fastball, arm side and down's been there as well.
1-2 to Story. Good take, easy take in the dirt. If two men reach, Cedon, Chipper, Nicasio, Marte, Rafaela will hit. I love that.
So if Chipper's after Chipper Jones, what are the other names after? Family?
You have to
Family.
be. Yeah. 2-2. Foul. Good swing there. I don't know how it works in Curacao. You know, in a lot of Latin American countries, you take your mother's name and your father's name both in your last name. Maybe that's part of it. I'm going to ask him. God willing, on Friday. 2-2 to Trevor. Ground ball on the right side, back hit by Walker. Nice snare. He flips underhand to Brown, and Trevor just had a hit taken away. That was excellent defense. And a good inside-out approach again.
That was a great play right there. Yeah, just getting to that baseball, flipping it to Brown at first base. Trevor hustling down the line, made it close. Trevor using the opposite field approach to his advantage, seeing the ball deep. That's where he's at his best.
Here's the Macho Man. So Trevor with 20 doubles.
20 stolen bases.
Pretty awesome. And almost 20 homers. The league leader in doubles, Bobby Witt Jr. with 37. Bo Bichette has had a great year. He's got 35. Here's Massa. Curveball, strike. I'm sure in a moment you'd love to tell us a little bit about league leaders and our great friends at Drains by James.
All right, now time for our league leaders and who's circling the drains, presented by Drains by James.
It is a twister. Here's the 0-1 to Yoshida, and it's a ground ball on the right side. Much easier play for Walker. Flips to first, 2 down.
Drains by James, Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipe cleaning at drainsbyjames.com. Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't let me know how hard it is to say that.
Drains by James. Sifting thistles and selling seashells by the seashore.
Ow now, brown cow.
Here's Romy, who doesn't know how to tell you he's kind of a big deal. 2-1 Astros in the top of the fourth. William Bray would be next. Brown is really settled in. But so is Buehler. Romy grounded into that tough double play his first time. Pitch. is outside. Slider, looked more cutterish, but either way, ball one.
It's a real nice take right there by Romy. Ball looks like a fastball, outer third, breaks about 6 inches out.
He does have that beautiful inside-out approach, does Romy. 1-0. Little line drive up the middle, base hit. And he's been on a heater. Got a slider off the end of the bat and ripped it through the box. And he's aboard with 2 down for Abreu.
That's that short, concise swing where you're ready for the fastball, but you adjust to the breaking ball right there. Kept his approach up the middle towards center field. And again, we're talking about a 75% swing, not trying to swing for the fences, just meet the baseball.
Well, I do think those 2 adjectives perfectly describe his swings. Here's Buehler. I wouldn't say the same of his. He'd love more of that here now. Romy's got a big lead. He runs, then stops, and Abreu takes a strike. He looks down that way. I think Buehler might have offered at that pitch right there had Romy not been in his eye line, but as it is, strike 1.
Second time we've seen that tonight. Last time was Buehler, I believe.
1 on, 2 out. The pitch is a good take. Breaking ball down and in. Curveball, and it's 1-1. That's the 110th pitch, brought to you by 110 Grill, gluten-free dining done right. 110 Grill, proud to be an official sponsor of the WEEI Red Sox radio network. I would think Buehler's thinking heater right here.
Again, just be a little quicker, not bigger.
1-1. Romy leads again. He goes. The pitch is fouled off. He got the fastball, outer half, really on the black. Romy had that base stolen, so they got him timed up. I don't blame Abreu for swinging there.
No, it was a good pitch to hit right there. I want to see him drive that towards the Crawford box. Outer third. Gonzalez applying some pressure on Brown.
It's 1-2 to Abreu. Particularly with those doubles to the other field, that fastball outside is one he can handle.
Especially when he's throwing as hard as he is, Brown.
1-2.
You want to wait on it.
And he's going to throw over again to pick on Romy.
It's easy to see it deep and let it travel when he's throwing 97, 98.
Yeah, that doesn't take that long.
That's not a problem.
1-2. Romy, bigger lead now at first. He goes again, stops again, and Abreu, a weak ground ball on the left side. It is picked over there by Urias, and he will not make a throw. Well, I don't know whether Abreu was bothered by Romy running there or what. In the end, a little magic wand action, a soft dribbler down the third baseline of the Red Sox have 2 on with 2 down for Cedon.
Well, Romy was running, and then nice little 8-ball corner pocket toward the third baseman, and he grabbed it and just kind of held on to it because I believe if he didn't get a good grip, first of all, but he looked towards second base. Romy was rounding. He probably thought that he was going to maybe take third base if he did in fact throw it, and he didn't have enough time.
I think what you say about the grip is probably the deciding factor. You might throw it into the dugout and tie the game. So a meeting on the mound ahead of Cedon, who singled in a run his last time. Good resolve from these Red Sox hitters.
It's important. We talk about this all the time throughout this season. The importance of not striking out, putting together good at-bats, keep fighting, fouling off pitches until you can get something you can handle.
Get to the Twitter poll, the New England Chevy dealers question of the day. Together we drive. It talks about which pitcher at the back of the Red Sox rotation you most trust. All right, big spot for Cedon. 2 on, 2 out. Romy getting in the way. He's got a huge lead at second. Pitch to Rafaela is chop foul. Wow. He'd like another look at that curveball top of the zone. And it's 0-1. I love what Romy's doing at second.
Applying pressure, getting his mind off of the at-bat, throwing strikes. Anything you can do to make him make a mistake right here inside the strike zone to Rafaela.
Good speed everywhere. Romy at second. Buehler at first. And Cedon at the plate. The 0-1 is lined on a hop towards short, backhanded by Pena. He plants and throws to first in time. And the inning is over. Loud contact, but frustration for Cedon. 2-1 Astros after 3.5 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox radio network.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
When your company earns unlimited 2% cash back on all purchases with Capital One, that's serious business. So Stephen at SandCloud got a serious business card, the Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One.
We used our 2% cash back to help build our retail presence.
Savvy, Stephen.
And we get big purchasing power, so our business can spend more and earn more.
The Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/SparkCashPlus.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
If your job at a healthcare facility includes disinfecting against viruses, you know prevention is the best medicine. And maintaining healthy spaces starts with a healthy cleaning routine. Grainger's world-class supply chain helps ensure you have the quality products you need when you need them. From disinfectants and cleaning supplies to personal protective equipment, so you can help deliver a clean bill of health. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hart, Fitzy, and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Bottom of the fourth. Always a critical inning for Walker Buehler. Yainer Diaz, who got him his first time, takes a fastball inside for ball one.
Yeah, threw him a fastball inside there. He ambushed him the first time on a cutter in the first inning for a line drive.
Now he can't stop his swing on a slider that bounced through in the dirt. And so it's 1-1.
That's just knowing your hitter right there, trying to get him to induce a swing early in the count with movement.
12.46 ERA for Buehler in this fourth inning. Just weird. Pitch. Chopper softly toward third. It stays fair. Bare hand play by Bregman. He throws to first. Picked out by Romy. What a great play on both ends, and there's one away.
Nobody in the big leagues bare hands balls better than Alex Bregman. I swear he's ambidextrous or something. He can catch with that throwing hand better than anybody. We've seen him do it throughout this season and make perfect throws.
He's smiling into the dugout. That was awesome. He is putting on a show. Great pick by Romy, too. Here now is Ramon Urias. Got a lot of combinations of the letters R, A, M, O, and N on the field right now. Roman Anthony, and actually Romy Gonzalez is another Roman. It's Urias. Swings and misses. It's 1-1.
What was the combination in Wheel of Fortune? RSTLNE?
That sounds right. Yeah, those are the ones you get.
Yep. Can I buy a vowel?
1-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Ramon Vasquez in the Sox dugout, the bench coach. What a play by Bregman. 1-2. Did he go on a breaking pitch? No. Held up on a sweeper, 2-2.
It's got to feel good if you're Walker Buehler to have that type of defense behind you. That was a weakly hit ball, but I tell you what, that just smelled like a base hit all day.
2-2. Chopper up the middle. Cedon Chipper's got it. He throws to first, and they're 2 away. And those can change entire innings and games, that kind of play.
Absolutely. Your mentality starts to change if you're a pitcher. You're thinking, okay, I just did what I was supposed to do. Hit a weak ground ball. Now I'm going to strike this next guy out. Now, 2 ground balls, 2 outs in an inning. Historically, that's been trouble for Walker Buehler. He's almost out of it if he can make his pitches right here.
Cam Smith, the batter. Chopper foul. Fourth inning brought to you by Cars for Kids. Easiest way to get rid of your old car. Donate today, and your old car can be picked up tomorrow. Donate now at carsforkids.com. Now the Cubs have a 2-run lead in Toronto. It's encouraging in the top of the 5th inning. The 0-1 outside. Red Sox obviously need to handle their business here. Subaru of New England scoreboard. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Get yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. 1-1. The pitch outside.
With 2 outs, Buehler has to make an effort to go right after these hitters. Last thing you want to do is walk another batter with 2 outs.
Two and 1. That's a bad miss with a breaking ball. And he'd found that pitch the last couple of innings, Lenny, but I guess it's just kind of a moving target, that release point on the breaking stuff.
Yeah, you're talking a matter of centimeters, really, when it's a nice, perfect commanded strike and out of the zone.
3-1. There's a fastball for a strike. Smith, I don't know what he thought. He took a step towards first. That was in the middle of the plate.
I want to see another breaking ball starting in off the plate and bringing it back on.
3-2. Buehler sets. He throws. And a foul. He went with a fastball instead in that same kind of location. Fouled off. 3-2.
Most of his misses have been either arm side and up or glove side down. You can see that line. Oftentimes that's when you're opening up your front side just a little bit early.
3-2. Pitch. Breaking ball, grounded short. Story's got it. Throw to first. Ground balls are more democratic anyway. Inning over, 3 of them on the dirt. A spectacular play by Bregman. We go to the 5th. It is 2-1 Astros in the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
If your job at a healthcare facility includes disinfecting against viruses, you know prevention is the best medicine. And maintaining healthy spaces starts with a healthy cleaning routine. Grainger's world-class supply chain helps ensure you have the quality products you need when you need them. From disinfectants and cleaning supplies to personal protective equipment, so you can help deliver a clean bill of health. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
If you have back-to-school shopping to do, then you should make Macy's your first stop. Because Macy's has back-to-school styles from brands like Nike and Jordan, must-have denim from Levi's and Good American, and now Macy's has Abercrombie Kids too. It's all in one place, all at great prices. And here's another reason to come in. If you're already at Macy's and you saved so much, you could stop by the fragrance counter and pick up something for yourself too. The best back-to-school styles are here now at Macy's.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Connor Wong leads it off against Hunter Brown as we go to the 5th inning. 2-1 Houston, the pitch. Connor, broken bat, little blooper towards short. Pena's got it. He makes the play. I have sympathy for catchers who lead off innings. It's a lot to do in the pitch clock here to get all the gear off and sprint out there. It probably is very hard to feel settled when you lead off an inning.
Yeah, it's almost the right idea to go out there and take a pitch or maybe 2, especially against a guy like Brown.
You don't have to give that advice to this man, Roman Anthony. He's got that look in his eyes right now, staring out at Brown. Guerrero for 2 so far. The pitch is a beautiful take. Fastball inside. I promise as we get more and more used to Roman, I'll stop laughing at these takes, but it's so unusual for a player, any player, let alone one this age.
It really is.
1-0 to Anthony. He takes a strike. Bottom of the zone. 1-1.
Because you're talking about a matter of inches. I mean, just think about that. That pitch was right on the black, low and away. The pitch before that they took was probably 1.5 inches off the plate.
1-1. 1 run, Astro lead. Here's the pitch. Anthony takes the ball. Love the Bregman's out on deck.
You can see some frustration from Brown there, kind of walking toward the back of the mound, yelling at himself, picking up the rosin bag.
Who's on deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Hitters count 2-1 to Roman. Is low. Robotic. Change up the missed, and it's 3-1. Now this is the count he had when he flied to left his first time. See if he can unload right here.
Ton of frustration from Brown right now. The body language isn't great.
Somebody just put a bottle of ketchup next to the slab. Make sure Roman sees it before this pitch.
Get that out of here.
3-1 is a foul. He rarely does that. He was sitting fastball, Roman. He tried to stop on a changeup away, could not, and it's 3-2.
Do you have an experience when he was a kid with ketchup or something? Because
right.
The disdain.
Right, some PTSD. I stand onions or tomatoes, but ketchup? The 3-2. Roman swings and misses. He's gone. That's how good Brown is. Great curveball.
Yeah, he was behind that whole at bat, was able to make pitches late. Curveball's been on tonight. That spotted up the outer half, got Roman leaning over the plate.
Here now Bregman, who's 0 for 2. 2 down, bases empty in the top of the 5th. Pitch is a strike on the inside corner. Code word of the game, Pedro Martinez. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points. 0-1. Bregman takes the ball. He knows a Ramon, his old brother. Two of them came up together in the Dodgers organization. LA thought too small, would never really stick. Good call.
That's one of the beautiful things about baseball. Size does not matter.
1-1. Pitch. Bregman skies it into right center field, carrying to the warning track in front of the wall. It'll be caught out there by Melton. Inning over. Not in this ballpark, not in that direction. Bottom 5 next. Buehler for the 2-1 Astros lead on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems, like snoring, aches and pains, hot sleep, or even an old saggy mattress that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now get a king bed for a queen price, plus a free adjustable base with select mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Bottom 5, Jacob Melton leads it off against Buehler. Houston still ahead 2-1. A high drive in a center field. Duran started in, now back in with a little hop in front of the track. He's there to make the play. He just doesn't carry in here to that direction. Herb Chambers' batting order in this 5th, brought to you by Herb Chambers Mini of Boston.
That ball was smoked into center field. Nice job by Duran, sprinting back, keeping his eye on it, leaping right at the last second to grab it. Defense has been a big part of this outing for Walker Buehler. He has created a little bit of momentum for himself, though, in the positive direction.
No doubt about that.
Getting ahead a lot more since the first inning.
One down, here's Pena, who homered to begin their half of the first. He takes a sweeper outside for ball one. Red Sox on EE, brought to you by your New England Ford dealers in the Ford Summer Sales Event. 1-0. Chopper towards short. Story picks, stays low, gloves and throws. Beautifully picked again by Romy. Over at first. That was a really cool play by Story. He ranged, kept it on the backhand side. It took a low hop just in front of the dirt, and he just so athletically kept his glove low to stay level.
And if you keep your glove at that position, he kept his head and his nose down on the glove as well. Oftentimes when you backhand it, you start thinking about making that throw before it's in the glove because you know he's running down the line. He stayed right on that baseball with his head.
All right, Jesus Sanchez now from the left side. Pitch is a broken back grounder towards second. Look out, Cedon. He gets the ball. The barrel stopped in front of him. Throw to first. Inning over. Nicely done, Walker.
Great quick inning right there.
Love it. We go to the 6th. 2-1 Houston on the Shaw's and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Summer's here, and it's time to bring the heat in a new Honda. Head out on an unforgettable adventure. Or take a sporty sedan for a spin. All while driving with confidence. Check out the Civic, Accord, or HR-V during the Honda Summer Event.
See dealer for financing details.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
Drip Drop is a breakthrough hydration formula that's backed by science, which is why it's trusted by firefighters, medical professionals, and over 90% of top pro and college sports teams. Drip Drop uses a precise ratio of sodium electrolytes and glucose for rapid fluid absorption, delivering 3 times the electrolytes and half the sugar versus the leading sports drink. You feel the difference fast. Less fatigue, more focus, no more midday crash. And to make it easy, Drip Drop has flexible subscription options. So whether you're on the job, at the gym, or just parenting through a heat wave, you'll always have your drip on hand. Right now, Drip Drop is offering our listeners 20% off your first order. Go to dripdrop.com and use promo code CATS. That's dripdrop.com, promo code KATZ for 20% off. Stock up now before the heat hits hard. That's dripdrop.com and use promo code CATS now.
You're listening to live play-by-play action of the Boston Red Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Jarren Duran leads it off in the top of the 6th. 2-1 Houston. Love to get Duran on any way he can. Pitch is a little low. Knuckle curveball 1-0.
Yeah, getting him on early with Trevor Story on deck. Trevor's one of the few seeing Brown pretty well tonight. Some decent contact.
No doubt about that. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Jarren takes another curve low. Good stuff. No need for either bullpen, not even close. Bullpen report brought to you by Interlock Metal Roofing. Never re-roof again. NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. 2 balls, no strikes to Duran.
See if he can get that fastball here.
Brown throws. Jarren takes low. Wow, cutter. I mean, Brown, it was a 1-2-3 5th inning. He was so frustrated with himself, though, and he's lost something on the mound. 3-0, this needs to be a take, doesn't it, Lenny?
Absolutely.
3-0 is taken for a ball. He walked him on 4 pitches. What a gift that is to the Red Sox. The tying run with great speed is aboard. for Trevor Story.
When the previous at-bat, Jarren Duran put together a really good approach. He was fouling pitches off, taking pitches that were close. Brown obviously saw something right there where he thought Duran was on him. Now you got a guy with Trevor Story that's definitely on him.
Well, the Red Sox have had success getting good reads and running. I wonder whether Trevor might give Duran at least one pitch to go on. Tying run leads at first, and they're thinking that way. They throw over to first. Well, Trevor got his 20th steal. Why not Duran? He's got 19 for the year.
He's got to do everything he possibly can to get in the scoring position right now. Team leader in RBIs.
And a balk. A balk for Hunter Brown.
And that'll work.
Duran noticed it immediately, and he's in the pitcher's head. You could tell Brown is totally rattled on the mound in this inning for whatever reason. He's pleading his case.
That's just another dimension that speed on the base paths bring. You get the pitcher start thinking about you.
So he was engaged with the rubber. Story came in, and then he pointed to him, and I think that's the balk. I don't know whether Hunter was arguing for a violation on Story, but you can't make any motion once you're set and you straighten up with your hand. That doesn't mean you're initiating a pitch. In other words, from the backside, the base runner thinks the hand is going into the glove. It doesn't. That's deceiving the runner, and that's a balk.
It looks like he was gesturing to Story, saying he's not engaged with me. You got to be looking at me. But that's not up to you. That's up to the umpires.
What a huge sequence. A walk and a balk.
This would be another perfect opportunity for Trevor to drive a line drive to right field.
Just anything to get Duran over to third. That's not what Story's thinking about, not with his 75 RBIs. Brown throws, and a fastball swung on and missed. You know, that was way up and in, and Brown has been erratic, but I can understand the thought process. He seems a little shaken on the mound.
Yeah, that was one of his best fastballs right there. As far as location, the Story, too, beating him up above the zone.
0-1, the pitch. High fly into right field, not hit all that deep. Coming in is Smith, and he'll make the play. Duran cannot tag. That's frustrating.
Yeah, got a couple fastballs. First one, you probably couldn't do much with. That one right there was just below belt high, 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Just got beat on it.
And in a one-run game, Lenny, those situational at-bats are so key. In fact, this would have been the perfect guy to have up in that spot. But not now. Not that he's not perfect, but you don't want a ground ball to second here. Pitch is a ground ball on the right side, backhanded by Walker. He'll flip underhand to Brown, and there's 2 outs with Duran over to third. Just flip those at-bats.
Yeah, Brown's been able to limit the damage. He's had runners on base, but being able to make pitches like that in certain situations to limit damage, very important for a pitcher that's to be successful.
Well, Romey's seen it well out of his hand. A hard ground out and then a base hit into center. Now you need a hit, an error, wild pitch to get Duran home. Pitch way high, almost a wild pitch. That buzzed the tower, ball 1.
It was similar to the first pitch to Trevor Story. He swung through that one.
Again, he does not have pinpoint command right now, Brown. Not at all. Love to take advantage.
Don't want to do him any favors for sure.
And is that another balk? They sure thought so. The 1-0 is called a strike. Jose David Flores can't believe it. They think he's flinching, and the umpires are going to talk it over. Alex Cora is beside himself. He said he didn't disengage.
Umpires are getting together to talk about it.
It'd be so hard for them to reverse this.
Someone's getting tossed if they do.
And they're going to come explain and I think deliver the bad news to Alex Cora. You can't review a balk. See if we can read Alex Cora's lips. The camera went to Hunter Brown instead. I'd love to see a replay of it too. Here it is. So he dangles that arm again with his foot on the rubber. And he comes set. I didn't see much there, Lenny. I'd love to hear what they're arguing. Did you?
Well, the only thing that I can think of is it looks like he came set twice. Now, does he do that every time?
Walk up the ladder?
Yeah, some pitchers take 2 or 3 walks up the ladder.
Alex is heated. And, of course, this is layered because of his time here in Houston. I mean, all 3 of Hudson, Duran, and Flores are certain that he balked. I don't know that Alex is going to be long for this game. And they're letting him say his piece. And he's booed back to the dugout. Now the crew chief, Trip Gibson, is going to explain it to Kyle Hudson. I mean, I've never seen Alex that red in the face. He is fired up.
There's something obviously there when everybody is jumping up and down.
1-1 to Romy. Here's the pitch. Gonzalez takes a strike on the inside corner. Now, Hunter Brown did not do that, walk up the ladder that time. Stole a strike from Romy. 1-2. 1-run Astros lead, a heated half inning. He does do the double step here. And the 1-2 outside. Maybe there was a little flinch that we didn't see on the replay.
Yeah, if there was anything, it was barely noticeable.
Yeah.
They obviously saw something.
God, he's had some bad misses in this inning. You sure would love to cash in. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Romy. Duran, the tying run at third. Brown at the belt. Long set. He throws, and Romy grounds one on the right side to the first baseman. Walker has it. He flips to the covering pitcher, and the inning is over. The inning with a little controversy comes to a close. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 Astros in the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Going to the gym can be discouraging, especially if you're putting in the work but barely seeing changes. But with Tonal, you can actually see your progress with every workout. Tonal provides the convenience of a full gym and the expertise of a personal trainer anytime at home with one sleek system. Designed to reduce your mental load, Tonal is the ultimate strength training system, helping you focus less on workout planning and more on getting results. No more second-guessing your technique. Tonal gives you real-time coaching cues to dial in your form and help you lift safely and effectively. After a quick assessment, Tonal sets the optimal weight for every move and adjusts in 1-pound increments as you get stronger, so you're always challenged. Tonal lets you choose from a variety of expert-led workouts, from strength to arrow hit to yoga and mobility, to keep you coming back for more. For a limited time, go to Tonal.com to get $500 off site-wide. That's Tonal.com for $500 off site-wide. Tonal.com.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Well, the discussion continues in the Red Sox dugout. Jose Altuve leads off against Walker Buehler in a sweeper swung on and missed for strike 1. I saw Kyle Hudson say there's no freaking way that's not a balk. Jose David Flores now chatting it over with Alex Cora. Alex was actually on with the Red Sox review room to see what they saw, the 0-1 outside. Again, it's not a reviewable play because it's subjective. That kind of thing is not up for review in the modern baseball rules.
Well, you'd think if two coaches, a manager and a player, are jumping up and down, something happened.
No kidding, and yet I didn't see anything. Altuve fouls it off on the third base side. Hopefully the Red Sox will render that moot.
This part of the order is hitless, but each of the next 3 batters have walks. But he's definitely in the strike zone more than in that first inning.
1-2. Little line drive into right field. Abreu gallops in and makes the play. Copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. With the express written consent of EEI and the Red Sox. Now Christian Walker, right-handed hitter. 2-1 Stros in the 6th. Buehler shaking a couple times. Now says yes. And the pitch. Curveball. He shook to that, and it's in there. Strike one.
You can see the adjustments he's made with his release point. First inning, everything was breaking too far outside. A lot more concise with that release point at the moment.
0-1. Misses just out with a slider. 1-1. The Cubs lead the Blue Jays 2-0 after 6 in the Subaru of New England. Scored a lot to love in a brand new Subaru. 1-1. Almost hit him. Sweeper. 2-1. So he's gone curveball, slider, sweeper.
Yeah, we talk about just making sure you have 2 or 3 pitches that you're commanding rather than 7.
2-1 outside. Cutter. 3-1. See, Walker has hurt the Red Sox these couple weeks. 3-1. Swing and a miss. He was trying to hurt him again right there. Fastball 92 at the top of the zone. So he's lost some punch off the fastball, but it works there. 3-2.
It just shows you how important command is. That ball's right at the top of the zone. With the carry, with the RPMs he has on that pitch, he's able to get the barrel or get it past the barrel. I'm going back to it right here.
3-2. 1 down, base is empty. Here it is. Curveball swung on and missed. He got him. Wow. Excellent for Buehler. 3rd strikeout. They're 2 away.
I was thinking fastball right there because he just in this at bat hasn't showed the ability to control that pitch, but he dotted that right on the outer half and down.
Yes, he did. Here now, Victor Caratini. 2 down. Walker shaken again twice. Now says yes. Pitch way outside with a changeup. Or maybe that's just a fastball that slipped out of his hand. 1-0.
87 mile an hour with run.
He's certainly cycling through them all right now. 1-0. Low. Another changeup.
Oftentimes when you miss really bad on a certain pitch, you're going to throw it 2 times in a row because it's fresh in your mind. You know exactly what the difference in release point should be.
2-0. That's outside. Fastball 93, and it's 3-0.
Starting to fall behind more in this inning, getting a little bit more erratic. He's got to get back to basics, get back to strike one.
Sox felt they did reset their bullpen last night. Big arms should be available, especially with the off day tomorrow. 3-0. High, ball 4. So that's the 4th walk. And it puts a runner aboard. With 2 down for Yainer Diaz.
Those 2-out walks will get you. Hopefully you can buckle down right here. Get a ground ball to the left side of the infield.
Even trailing by a run, these are important games. You think Whitlock, Chapman, Matz, Weissert. Curveball, look out, Lenny. Just beneath us. 2 rows beneath our booth.
And I didn't break anything today.
And all the electronics are intact. You're a quick learner. 0-1.
Some might disagree.
Pitch. Drive into deep left field. This thing is pounded, and it is gone. After the walk, a 2-run homer. That really hurts. It's 4-1 Astros.
Again, you said it. It's the walks and the home runs. He had 2 outs in this inning and went out there and walked the next batter. Diaz is up, gets a pitch he can hammer, and does just that.
Well, and look, Walker Buehler's had a super successful career. He has been a postseason hero. And he knows what he's doing on the mound. But in this inning, it just felt like he went back to the old form of mixing so many different pitches in. Here's Ramon Urias, and he really paid for a bad breaker. Swung on a miss, 0-1.
You just don't have to throw that many pitches. It's like overthinking it, in my opinion.
0-1. Just inside. Man, so close to giving the Red Sox 6 strong innings. Well, that changes the entire complexion of the game. Just as we were talking about the bullpen, I mean, Weissert is up and throwing. That'll change those plans potentially. A ground ball to third past the dive of Bregman. That's a base hit. It is going the wrong direction for Buehler.
That happened quick, and it's not the home run, it's the walk. It's the multiple walks this game.
Well, yeah, and it's Victor Caratini on 4 pitches. Andrew Bailey's going to come out to buy the bullpen some time and cool Buehler off.
4 walks and 2 home runs. That's been his Achilles heel this whole season. And you see him shaking pitches continually. You know, just use the fastball. Get ahead with the fastball. Get him out with breaking balls.
Lenny, to your point, it's the 4th time in his last 11 starts that he's walked 4 or more.
That's just not going to get it done.
So here's Cam Smith, right-handed hitter. Buehler throws. And a strike on the inside corner. Slider, and it's 0-1.
Last outing we saw 94-96. It's a little lower today, but if you spot up that fastball, it can still play like it's hard.
0-1 misses in. I think, especially in this inning, Lenny, those Astro hitters who are seeing him for the 3rd time started to look for the curveball. He threw it a ton. 1-1. Now 4-1 Astros. Pitch. High pop foul on the first base side. Now Weissert is still throwing.
He's at 94 pitches right now, and yes, you're right, he's going to those breaker balls more frequently. Missing over the middle.
Here's a pitch that's grounded on the third base side. He tried another changeup there. Brown has only thrown 83 pitches. Now, after you think you get a balk to tie the game, no call. And a massive 2-run homer to stretch the lead to 3. 1-2 is a cue shot to first, caught in the air by Romy. Smith tried to stop his swing, and a little blooper down the line was caught, and the inning is over. But a very difficult one for Buehler. 4-1 after 6 in the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Celebrate over 100 years of steak perfection during the Omaha Steaks Anniversary Sale. Save 50% site-wide on USDA certified tender steaks and more. Plus, get an extra $35 off with code CERTIFIED at omahasteaks.com today. Don't wait. Shop the anniversary sale at omahasteaks.com to save 50% on legendary steaks and more. Plus, get an extra $35 off with code CERTIFIED. Minimum purchase may apply. See site for details.
If you have back-to-school shopping to do, then you should make Macy's your first stop. Because Macy's has back-to-school styles from brands like Nike and Jordan, must-have denim from Levi's and Good American, and now Macy's has Abercrombie Kids too. It's all in one place, all at great prices. And here's another reason to come in. If you're already at Macy's and you saved so much, you could stop by the fragrance counter and pick up something for yourself too. The best back-to-school styles are here now at Macy's.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Buehler of Brave leads it off in the top of the 7th. 4-1 now Astros. Buehler takes a strike. Fastball top of the zone. Frustrating night. Sox have gone 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Buehler loops one into center field. Good start. Base hit for him. You know, Lenny, everybody talks about getting the big hit. And certainly that determines so much of these games. But I think for this young Red Sox team, oftentimes it's getting the big productive out. And they didn't do that after Duran was at second with nobody out.
Yeah, you got to be able to get a good pitch to hit, right? When you're swinging early in counts, especially a guy like Brown who can locate a really, really hard 98-mile-an-hour fastball up and in. Got to pick your spots when to take that hack.
Here's Cedon. Fastball outside to him for ball one. They get the lefty up in the Astro bullpen. That is Bennett Sousa. Cedon 1 for 2 with an RBI hit. Just keep the line moving. Pitch is up and in. Almost hit him.
Yes, Sedane's a good example. A guy that can be super aggressive, but knowing when to be aggressive is the key for him.
Looking to try to find something to launch right here. 2-0. Here's the pitch. And he takes inside 3-0. Now patience. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. You deserve a card that thrills you. I mean, this happened at Fenway a little bit. He got a little erratic in the 6th and 7th. He was not sharp, Brown, in the 6th. That's why it was so frustrating to not score. 3-0. The pitch is taken. It had to be. It was a strike, and it's 3-1.
And that's what he's done continually throughout this game. He's gotten behind. He's made mistakes, but when it really matters, he's been able to make certain pitches in certain spots to get key outs.
3-1. Here's the pitch, and Cedon takes another one. Good pitch to hit. Fastball bottom of the zone. 3-2.
It's like the first 3 pitches of this at bat, he had no idea where it was going, and it just dials it in 2 in a row.
3-2. Pitch. Ground ball to short. Pena's got it, flips to second for one. Relay to first is in time, they say. I think that was really close down there at first, but man, from 3-0 with a leadoff man aboard to a double play if they don't review and if it stands. That's kind of the story of the night.
We were just talking about it, being able to keep the line moving, drive a baseball, go 3-0 to 3-2 really quickly, and then ground out to short. That's a rally killer if I've ever seen one.
Here's Connor Wong. Pitch. Strike on the inside corner. Sousa's the guy who struck out Roman Anthony in the 9th inning on Monday. I'm certain he's up for that man. This probably is Brown's last hitter, one way or the other. 4-1 Houston in the 7th inning. The 0-1. Line hopper up the middle into center field. That's a base hit. Nice job by Connor. So now decision time for Joe Espada. I mean, Brown has really handled Roman 3 times tonight, but I wouldn't let him face him, and nor will the Astro manager.
That's the thing. We've seen Roman Anthony make adjustments from at-bat to at-bat, and even in at-bats. So obviously the scouting report says go to the lefty right here.
That's what they'll do. Now the Red Sox see Brown depart in this 7th inning, which is brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. You've been hurt in a car work accident, you got to get Glassman. Well, that's the sign of a great young pitcher. He really was not razor sharp tonight until he had to be.
Yeah, he didn't have his best stuff, but the best pitchers in the game, when they're scuffling, make big pitches. They use their defense to their advantage. And again, what he did tonight on a battle day, he was able to go out there and get it done even on the day where he probably would give himself a C-.
Well, Sousa, the lefty, to face Roman Anthony. 4-1 game. Runner aboard. We'll take a break. Come back to Houston of the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Got a big job to tackle this summer? Ford is ready for it. At your New England Ford dealer's summer sales event, you can find the commercial vehicle that goes to work for you. These vehicles are ready to handle anything on your list. And now for a limited time, you can get the best deal on the #1 selling commercial vehicles for 40 years running. Let's get the job done together. Stop into your New England Ford dealers today and get to work tomorrow. Based on S&P Global Mobility, CY 1985 to 2024 U.S. TipNet registrations excluding registrations to individuals.
Having health insurance is a must-have, and the Massachusetts Health Connector has a power-packed lineup in Connect-to-Care plans that delivers. At the top of the order, lower premiums make bumpy costs affordable. The middle of the lineup is packed with low copays and no deductibles, so you can save money on everything. From an urgent ER trip to managing chronic disease like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Round out the order access to Connect-to-Care plans now at mahealthconnector.org, and you have a winning team with you and the Massachusetts Health Connector.
Alex Cora has just been ejected from this game. He came out between innings to continue to argue his case to the home plate umpire, Ryan Blakeney. And then Trip Gibson, the third base umpire, crew chief, is now getting into it with Alex. They certainly must have confirmed with their video room that it was a balk. That's the source of all this. The thing about this ejection is Alex had turned to walk away. And as he was nearing the dugout, he turned and said one last thing, and that was enough for the home plate umpire.
That was the straw right there. But yeah, you're absolutely correct. With all the video evidence that we have today, he definitely saw something, wanted to let the umpire know what was up.
And he wasn't having it when the crew chief tried to stop him from saying more of his piece to the home plate umpire. All right, now back to the game. 1 on, 2 out. Just a frustrating evening thus far. And it boiled over. Roman in, and he takes a strike. I mean, that's just nasty. That's the pitch he struck out on Monday night. Great slider.
Yeah, that slider, he's shown the ability to locate that in any count. He can move it from one side to the other off the plate. Looks like a good pitch to hit till it's not.
0-1. Pitch is swung on and missed. Wow, another great slider. 0-2.
That one's in her third. That one had a little bit more downward depth to it. Typically see it moving more glove side away from Anthony.
You just love to find any way to get on base with Bregman on deck. This guy's got one of the most elite sliders in the game. He's shown it twice. Long at first, 2 down. 0-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Another great slider, and the inning is over. Mortal after all. We go to the stretch in Houston. 4-1 Astros in the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Drip Drop is a breakthrough hydration formula that's backed by science, which is why it's trusted by firefighters, medical professionals, and over 90% of top pro and college sports teams. Drip Drop uses a precise ratio of sodium electrolytes and glucose for rapid fluid absorption, delivering 3 times the electrolytes and half the sugar versus the leading sports drink. You feel the difference fast. Less fatigue, more focus, no more midday crash. And to make it easy, Drip Drop has flexible subscription options. So whether you're on the job, at the gym, or just parenting through a heat wave, you'll always have your drip on hand. Right now, Drip Drop is offering our listeners 20% off your first order. Go to dripdrop.com and use promo code CATS. That's dripdrop.com, promo code KATZ for 20% off. Stock up now before the heat hits hard. That's dripdrop.com and use promo code CATS now.
Boston Sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Running out of time in Houston, the Red Sox trail 4-1. Steven Matz is going to come on to pitch.
Matz has been really good since coming over at the trade deadline. Versus lefties, he's given up a 180 batting average against.
Because of that, they're going to pinch hit with Chas McCormick instead of letting the lefty Melton face him. Alex Cora ejected for the 5th time this season, most in any of his years with the Red Sox, as McCormick takes a strike. Good curveball.
And one thing I've noticed about Matz is he's not afraid to go out there and pound the strike zone. Goes right after hitters. Tons of intent in the zone.
What a frustrating night for Buehler. It could have ended so well. 0-1 is a ground ball toward third, backhanded. Bregman went down to his backside, spins and throws to first, and Romy keeps his foot on the bag with a stretch. One away, we take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Will Fleming, Lenny Dinardo, Jeanette Minchow, and Joe Braverman back at EEI. Jeanette's here with us in the booth. Pena takes a fastball in for ball 1. See, Bregman there just said, Chaz, if you think you're going to quick pitch me on the mound, I'm going to make a great play to rob you. Strike on the inside corner with a fastball, 1-1.
Shows you a little bit about Bregman, his former teammate, a position player on the mound last night.
He was
he wasn't having it.
1-1 is swung on and missed. Yeah, I mean, you know, normally guys smile. It's novel and funny, especially when it's one of your buddies. He was not even remotely pleased. You can't quick pitch me. 1-2. Fouled off. Change up. Final weeks to enter the Shaws and Star Market Grand Slam Summer Sweeps. Boston Sports Experience $500 Shaws gift card. Spend $50, get your code, and enter. 1-2. High fly into right. Abreu drifts to his left, about 15 feet inside the line. He's there to make the play. 2 down.
Really nice changeup there from Matz. He's thrown 3 pitches for strikes tonight. He's in the 94th percentile as far as walk rate. Does not walk anybody.
You know, I think one thing that'll frustrate Alex Cora and the Red Sox, Lenny, is you understand riding with Buehler as long as they did because he had rediscovered it, but the bullpen was fresh with an off day tomorrow, so that sequence that happened so fast prevented them from getting anybody in the game, and it really hurts.
Yeah, he made the adjustment after the first inning. He was throwing a lot more strikes, get to 2 strikes quicker, and then he got 2 quick outs in that last inning, and just the wheels fell off from there.
Well, pinch hit again here. Mauricio Dubon, right-hander, takes curveball for strike 1. Those are the sort of difficult choices facing the club every night. The 0-1 is grounded to short. Story's got it. Throws to first in time. Very nicely done for Matz. 8th inning next in Houston. 4-1 Astros in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox.
At some health systems, cancer care can make you feel like a number. At South Coast Health Cancer Care, you're more than a diagnosis. We offer the most advanced treatments and the latest surgical advancements, led by a connected team of experts who not only see your cancer, but all of you. Because healing isn't just medicine, it's compassion, it's connection, it's care that knows your story and walks along with you. We are South Coast Health Cancer Care. Visit southcoast.org/cancercare.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new Honda. It's time to chase the sun, wherever it takes you. With impressive Honda capability and exciting performance. Check out the Passport, Pilot, Ridgeline, or CR-V during the Honda Summer event.
See dealer for financing details.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
If your job at a healthcare facility includes disinfecting against viruses, you know prevention is the best medicine. And maintaining healthy spaces starts with a healthy cleaning routine. Grainger's world-class supply chain helps ensure you have the quality products you need when you need them. From disinfectants and cleaning supplies to personal protective equipment, so you can help deliver a clean bill of health. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, this is Alex Bregman. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Alex Bregman does lead it off as we go to the top of the 8th. 4-1. His former team leads his current team with Duran on deck in the Herb Chambers batting order. Pitch, swing and a miss. The slider's a demon.
That's what Sousa does. He's in the 99th percentile as far as chase rate. That ball looks like a good pitch to hit, and then it's so far down below the zone, you just can't handle it.
From either side. 0-1. Pitch. Bregman swings and misses. Another great one. Herb Chambers sprinter vans of Somerville and Peabody in this 8th. Now it's understandably calls for time. We'll get to the results of our poll from the New England Chevy Dealers question of the day. Who's the most trustworthy in the back of the rotation? Criswell leads the way with 32%, then Buehler at 29. 0-2 to Bregman. Ground ball on the left side. The third baseman, Urias, has it. He throws to first, and Bregman is gone.
Yeah, Sousa throws so many sliders, and they're so effective. You almost forget that he's got a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that he can locate up in the zone.
Lethal combo. Get a closer look at Chevy's award-winning lineup at your New England Chevy dealers. Find exciting offers, too, on the powerful Silverado and feature-packed all-new Equinox. One out for Duran. Ball, slider missed up. Feels like for lefties, it's about your best hope.
Yeah, it's not going to get any easier than that one. You don't see many hangers from Sousa.
1-0 pitch. Fastball pours in there. He is impressive.
We like to call that slider the invisible. You can tell him it's coming.
Never see it. 1-1 Duran. There it is. I mean, that's just vicious, that slider. And it's 1-2. And again, this is why it is so frustrating that they didn't make more of Brown. He was wild and rattled.
Yeah, he definitely left the door open in certain parts of this game. Weren't able to kick it through.
I think Story's at bat in the 6th, the most important of the game. 1-run game at that time. 1-2 is outside. I mean, you trust Trevor. He's been such a great RBI guy. He'd already gone twice to the right side in the game. It's not like you want him to square around and bunt. Not as the visitor trailing by 1 in the 6th inning. Too soon for that.
I just think it was the first pitch fastball up and not a good decision to swing at that pitch.
Yep. 2-2. Duran takes the ball down and in. I mean, maybe that sped him up a little bit, Lenny.
Sousa's a guy where, I mean, honestly, I like what Duran's doing right now, taking, because the pitch that looks like it's so good never really ends up a strike as far as the slider's concerned.
3-2 is a ground ball softly foul on the first base side. I mean, that would have been one that was a coin flip. He might have fouled it on his foot there, Jaron. You don't want to put that one in the umpire's hands, but I'm with you. If it starts sort of mid-thigh, knee-high, let it go.
It's so hard to do that in real time because it looks like a cookie.
Yep. Right off his right shin, maybe. 3-2, you'd love to get Duran on. Pitch is swung on and miss. This is one of the best left-handed sliders we've seen all year. And 2 down for Story.
Without a doubt. It's got different speeds, different breaks, downward action. Looks like a fastball out of the hand.
Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line. Put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Ooh. He had a bat in the ballpark last night. He has not returned. Here's Story, who takes a fastball high. Now they're next to Lenny. There's like a daddy long legs.
It's a big spider. He's hanging out with me right now.
Think that'll rally the Red Sox? If so, we're taking him with us on the plane.
Grab a jar.
1-0. Pitch. Story swings and misses. Another great slider.
That's what makes the most, effective. He's a lefty killer, a righty killer. Doesn't matter. He's up there throwing strikes. You can't help but swing at it.
1-1. Fouled straight back. Bennett Sousa off of waivers from the Tigers 2 seasons ago. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing. I mean, he obviously put it together.
Missed all of 24. Tommy John. What a comeback. Insanely good. 2 down, base is empty. 1-2 to Story. Ref Snyder's out on deck. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a slider. Red Sox done quickly in the 8th. Bottom half coming. See who comes out of the Red Sox bullpen next. Maybe Isaiah Campbell. We'll see on the Shaw's and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Gain Super Flings are here to take your laundry to the next level.
Talking about Gain Super Flings. Super-sized laundry packs. These things are huge. Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings laundry packs have 4 times the Oxy cleaning power and 3 times the Febreze freshness versus Gain Original Liquid.
Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings for next level laundry.
If you work in quality control at a candy factory, you know strict safety regulations come with the job. It's why you partner with Grainger. Grainger helps you find the high quality and compliant products your business needs to inspect, detect, and help correct issues. And the sweetest part is, everyone gets a product that's as safe to eat as it is delicious. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
It's Greg Weissert on the mound in the 8th inning for the Red Sox. You'll see Jose Altuve, Christian Walker, and Victor Caratini. Pitching change and slowdown in the action brought to you by Iservay. Altuve walked in the first, popped out in the 3rd, and lined out in the 6th. Pitch to him. Swing and a miss. He always hacks early. Not cheated, 0-1.
Nope. Weissert leads the team in appearances. This will be number 55 for him.
They've laid off him a little bit more lately, which is a good thing. 0-1. Outside to the point where he kind of needs work, which you would have never thought 2 weeks ago.
I know, there's that thin line between getting out there too often and not enough.
I think the big choice facing the Red Sox right now is between Weissert and Hicks in the truly high leverage spots. 1-1 the pitch. Grounded to 3rd. Bregman has it. He'll retire his old friend with a throw across the diamond. Hicks was pretty outspoken after his outing in which he gave up that massive homer. He said he kind of wants to start calling his own pitches, which I would imagine might not have gone over all that well in that Red Sox clubhouse. Alex Cora was diplomatic about it. He said, I think he's just a player frustrated after a bad outing, which, I mean, can certainly be true. But in your first run with a team to come out and outwardly say that, it's really kind of a criticism of the catchers. Here's Christian Walker. Pitches a strike on the outside corner. I mean, I don't think Connor Wong or Carlos Narvaez had anything to do with a hanging slider that got hit 400 feet.
No, not at all. And you have the ability as a pitcher on the mound to shake your head at any point.
Yeah. 0-1 is a foul ball, it sounded like, up and in. I guess not. Just a check swing, 1-1. Red Sox fought so hard on Monday night. Big blast was the Anthony homer to get him within run. They just didn't do anything more after that. Last night a blowout in their favor as a 1-1 slider misses outside, 2-1. But this has been a different game with its own frustrations. Not a ton of chances, only 6 hits, but they've walked 4 times and left 6. Pitch is outside, a slider. 3-1.
Yeah, Brown just definitely left the door open for the Red Sox offense at certain points in this game. Weren't able to capitalize.
1 out, base is empty. 3-1 to Walker. Pitch. That's in there. Fastball. Red Sox. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors, 6 left. 4 runs, 4 hits only, no errors, and 4 left for the Astros. Okay, box score brought to you by the Mass State Lottery. Make it the best night ever. Grab your friends, pick your numbers, and celebrate the night with Keno and the Mass State Lottery. 3-2. Pitch. High pop-up. On the infield, Wong and Weissert come together in Romy, and he takes charge, does Gonzalez. 2 down.
I always love the pitchers' faces when there's a ball hit right over the mound. They all kind of look up. They think, okay, I'm going to take this. And then they look around like, who's going to take this?
Weissert's such a good athlete. I bet you he genuinely wants to make the play, but he's been taught otherwise.
Most of the pitchers are going to make that catch, right? But you just don't want to get ran into.
He was beating it down the line, was Romy. Here's Caratini. Pitch. Strike. And this is the guy that, when he looks back tonight and tomorrow, will frustrate Walker Buehler. He walked him with 2 outs in a 1-run game and then gave up the bomb to the man on deck, Yainer Diaz. 0-1. Fouled off. Red Sox peeking ahead. They had Refsnyder out on deck to pinch hit for Yoshida, but there's a righty throwing in the Astro bullpen. Might be Brian Abreu. So I would imagine if that remains, Yoshida would stick in the game. A tough go for Robbie. He's not seen much time at all. 0-2. Pitch down and in. And part of that is a real credit to Anthony and Abreu for putting together better at-bats against lefties.
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to stay sharp when you're just not getting that consistent playing time. We've seen the difference between Connor Wong being able to get the barrel to the ball with more consistent time out there.
1-2 low. Change up from Weissert. Cubs are doing work for the Red Sox, thankfully, tonight. They lead the Blue Jays 4-1. Twins and Yanks scoreless in the second after a rain delay. A line drive into center field sends Duran back a few steps to his right. He's there to make the play, and the inning is over. Well, the Red Sox need 3 to keep the game going. Top 9 in Houston next. 4-1 Astros in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Gain Super Flings are here to take your laundry to the next level.
Talking about Gain Super Flings. Super-sized laundry packs. These things are huge. Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings laundry packs have 4 times the Oxy cleaning power and 3 times the Febreze freshness versus Gain Original Liquid.
Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings for next level laundry.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Masataka Yoshida will stay in the game as we go to the top of the ninth, and it is Brian Abreu, the big, tall, strong right-hander. Throws very hard. Yoshida, then Romy, and Abreu's schedule. 4-1 Houston.
See if Massa can get it started here, looking for base runners.
He takes a strike on the outside corner. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a card that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line to put goosebumps on your goosebumps. 1-1. Massa has walked and twice grounded out to first. The pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. And it's 1-1. Broken record, but they need to see him continue to put the ball in the air. Just way too much soft stuff on the ground to the right side. 1-1. Swing and a miss. That was a nasty slider. And it's 1-2.
You tried to put that in the air right there. You know, oftentimes you don't want to tinker with anybody's swing, but he's one guy in particular, a guy that doesn't necessarily strike out very often, who grounds out pretty frequently. You know, having him get a little bit more launch angle, driving the baseball, is only going to help the club.
Abreu's been awesome. 1.67 ERA in 33 appearances. I should say 53, even more impressive. 1-2. Ground ball up the middle and into the outfield, a base hit. Oh, you'll take that ground ball. A smash. And Yoshida, the leadoff man, is aboard.
Outstanding job staying toward the big part of the field right there, seeing it deep. Great swing by Yoshida. Showed some patience in that at bat, waiting to get a good pitch to hit.
For a closer game, you'd run for Yoshida, but no need now. His run is, I mean, it matters, but it's not material to the outcome in the final analysis. Here, Romy tries to stop his swing and does. And a slider outside. I mean, the goal here is to get Buehler Abreu up as the tying run. He's on deck. And then Cedon and Wong. 1-0. He cannot stop his swing here. And actually, it's called a strike anyway. I don't know that it should have been, but either way, it comes out in the wash, and it's 1-1.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. Late breaking action. Hard to hold your swing up on that. Looks like a fastball out of the hand.
1-1 to Romy. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Good slider. He was frustrated with himself. That ground ball to first after the walk, balk, and advance to third for Duran. He was on the mound when all that stuff was going on. 1-2. Massa, not much of a lead at first. Pitch is fouled off. That was a ball, but sort of that backup slider. And Romy thought it was too close to let go. He probably was right. 1-2.
Yeah, he's in protect mode right now. Can't leave it up to the umpire. With 2 strikes, when you get a little closer to the plate, choke up, spread your feet out a little bit, just put the ball in play.
1-2. The pitch is lined into the gap in left center field. That's a hit. Massa will hold at second. That is great stuff from Romy. And the Red Sox have 2 on with nobody out in the ninth.
Well, he swung through a few sliders, a couple sliders in that at bat. Was able to get one he could handle. Enter third. Hung up there just a little bit too long for Abreu. Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his head right down on it.
He got the foot down on time, Lenny. That's what they all talk about. And here is Buehler. Isn't that amazing when you see a swing slowed down like that? How, like clockwork, that is such an important thing.
The timing was there.
All right, here we go with Abreu. Tying run in the ninth. Abreu on Abreu. Brian throws. Buehler swings and misses. Well, fastball way in. He was a little over eager there, and it's 0-1.
99 miles an hour, a few inches away from his knees.
No balls and a strike. Just keep the rally going here if you're Abreu. Buehler, that is. 0-1. The pitch is swung on and skied into shallow center field. The shortstop Pena goes back. The infield fly is called, and that's a big-time first out. And I think the truth is that in that at-bat, Buehler got 2 very heavy fastballs and couldn't handle them.
Yeah, I think that broke his bat, judging from the sound of the contact. Went right after him.
Here now, Cedon. RBI single in this game. 2 on, 1 out. 4-1 Houston. Pitch is swung on and missed. He was trying to tie the game. Fastball 99, top of the zone.
Yeah, that powerful fastball is playing tonight. He's got a good slider that he's shown. But being able to command that pitch at the top of the zone is key for Abreu.
0-1 is swung on and missed. Another hard fastball. 100. Dotted, and it's 0-2. Why would he throw anything else here?
Yeah, I know. It's a good pitch.
Oh, 2 to Cedon. Massa at second. Romy at first. The pitch is yanked, a fastball. I mean, I think he should just stick with it. I mean, I'd really rather you hang a slider that ends up in the Crawford boxes.
Do Rafaela a favor right here by throwing a hanger.
1-2. Braves sets. He throws, and Cedon swings and pops it foul. He got a fastball and just got a piece to stay alive. Into the seats and out of play. 31,048 attendance report brought to you by Crispy Crunchy Chicken. If you're craving fresh hand-breaded chicken, Crispy Crunchy delivers. 1-2. Pitch is outside. Good take. They will use Refsnyder for Wong, which is very interesting. They must like the matchup of Rob's swing versus this pitcher. 2-2 to Cedon.
Good job by Cedon extending this at bat, fighting off pitches and showing some patience.
Here's the 2-2, and it is swung on and missed. Very late on a fastball. 100. Almost looked like he was looking for something else there. Great heater, and they're 2 down.
I don't know why he would. It's a really good pitch. Powerful fastball.
And so the Red Sox will turn to Rob Refsnyder, and because of that, the Astros pitching coach will come out and give him a little book on Rob. These days in baseball, so much of this is matchup based. And clearly the Red Sox think that Rob has a better chance against this pitcher.
What do you think he's telling him right now? Don't throw left-handed. Use your right arm to throw this next pitch.
Use that right hand, yeah. It's so true. And I mean, the thing is, this would be a better matchup for the Red Sox if their normal closer, Josh Hader, were in the game. But Rob, really, just as we said, has not played very much. Comes up as the tying run in the 9th.
You know, we joke, but at the end of the day, Rob's shown the ability to get to right-handed pitchers as well. Put together good at-bats.
Well, you got to key up for that fastball right away. 2 down, 2 on. Here's the pitch. Rob tries to stop his swing and a slider and does. Wow. That's amazing that Abreu went with that pitch. I think he was ready to try to launch a fastball if he got one.
He was looking for it. Yeah, he got that foot down. He's ready for it.
1-0. 2 on, 2 out. Red Sox trail by 3 in Houston. Abreu throws. Refsnyder takes a slider outside. 2-0. Now he can totally gear up for gas. He'll get it right here. Roman Anthony's on deck.
He's thrown 2 sliders for balls right here. It is 100 miles an hour. Got to be ready for it.
2-0. Here's the pitch. Refsnyder takes a slider for a strike. Wow. That stuns me.
When's he going to bring it out? That's the cat and mouse. When are you going to show that fastball in this at-bat? Are you going to show it?
2-1. Pitch is a fastball for a ball. Up and away. Can you imagine if we get Roman Anthony with the bases loaded? We're 1 pitch out of the zone away from it. But now Refsnyder totally in the driver's seat. 3-1.
Don't do him any favors right here.
Abreu's ready. The 3-1 pitch is fouled off. That was ball 4, I think, although very close looking at the replay. And again, so hard to blame Refsnyder for being keyed up for that fastball.
Yeah, you finally got it. Something he could handle. enter third, a little bit elevated. Not quite the top of the zone.
And now what will Abreu do? Runners will be off. 3-2 to Refsnyder. The pitch is swung on and missed. He got him with a slider that was ball 4. Ball game over. 4-1. Houston wins it. Anthony left on deck. Really frustrating end to the start for Walker Buehler, and the Red Sox just did not do enough in clutch spots tonight. They dropped 2 of 3 in Houston, 4 of 6 on their road trip, and they'll go back home 10 games above 500. 4-1 Astros. The Nissan postgame show is next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across the cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right? In the flesh. Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service. Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction. Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food. No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat? Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way. If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair. You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI. This is the Nissan postgame show. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
A tough one for the Red Sox here in Houston. We knew it'd be a gauntlet. San Diego and here, 2 teams in the playoffs, major aspirations. And the Red Sox, I mean, look, they hung in a lot of these games. They had chances to win the middle game in San Diego. In fact, probably should have done that there. And they certainly had a chance to win the opener here and this one tonight. But it's not the time of year to start talking about moral victories or playing tight with these teams. Will Fleming, Lenny Dinardo kicking off the Nissan postgame show. Chris John Arcand will have the bulk of it. It's one of those games again, Lenny, where, I mean, first of all, it's 2 things at once that have hurt the Red Sox at times. And the first of them is probably the most important, and that is that Walker Buehler, who had rediscovered something, he just walked a man with 2 outs and the bases empty and gave up a massive homer to make a 2-1 game, a 4-1 game. That really changed the complexion of the game. And then, look, these Astros in Brown and Sousa and Abreu, there's a reason they win all these games. There's a reason they always go to the playoffs. They pitch. And so it's not like these at-bats are easy. However, it does stand out that tonight, I think, again, the Cedon at-bat after the leadoff hit in a 1-run game, double play, and most importantly, Story, who looked good in his first 2 against Brown, not getting Duran over to third. And then in that 9th inning, again, it's hard against a guy like Abreu, but you have the wheels turning, everything's working in your advantage, and to not be able to get more than they did and kind of deliver in clutch spots, I think that's why this thing ended the way it did.
Yeah, you want to be able to put together good at-bats, see some pitches, try to get the pitcher to come to you, and oftentimes you feel like you're over amped up and you start swinging the first pitch of an at-bat, and oftentimes that can be the nastiest pitch. The pitch that Trevor Story swung at was up and in, really hard fastball. Like you said, he was able to handle pitches earlier in the game, driving the ball the other way. As far as Buehler, he definitely made a huge adjustment after that first inning. Was inside the strike zone with his secondary pitches way more often, was locating his fastball as well, getting to strike one and strike two earlier. But then later in the game, I felt like he was rushing a little bit. He was getting on the mound. There's a difference between rushing and up-tempo. Up-tempo is a good thing. Rushing caused him to lose that command and kind of get back to where he was earlier in the game when he was off.
Well, and during this Nissan postgame show, I think everyone will be interested to hear what Alex Cora says. He was ejected from this game because he and Kyle Hudson and Jaron Duran and Jose David Flores all thought that with the tying run at third base, Hunter Brown balked for the second time. And the umpires got together to discuss it. They said, no, he didn't. It seems to me, Lenny, that the video room must have affirmed that and said most definitely he either flinched or did something that is deceptive to the runners. So I'm interested to hear what they have to say, because that would have tied the game.
Absolutely, and we're not sure if it was a flinch or when he's climbing up that ladder, when he comes set. Does he do that every time? We're not sure. It's hard to see from our angle, but the fact that Alex Cora came out there and continually talked to the umpire about it says that they absolutely had something, and they just missed it.
So it goes. You need to have a little bit more margin for error, do the Red Sox, and get some of those big hits in big spots. Sox are off tomorrow, and then they welcome the Miami Marlins to Fenway Park on Friday, 7:10 first pitch, which means you can hear the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show beginning at 6:10. Jeanette Minshew was great on a lot of levels for us in the booth this week. So too Joe Braverman back at the flagship WEEI. Lenny, you did some play-by-play. I appreciate that very much.
Appreciate it. And you did an outstanding job hanging in there, dealing with a little bit of a something or other.
Hey, we made it through, and that's all that matters. Red Sox need to get it going at home again starting Friday night. Christian Arcand will have the rest of the Nissan postgame show next. 4-1 Astros win on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
At some health systems, cancer care can make you feel like a number. At South Coast Health Cancer Care, you're more than a diagnosis. We offer the most advanced treatments and the latest surgical advancements, led by a connected team of experts who not only see your cancer, but all of you. Because healing isn't just medicine, it's compassion, it's connection, it's care that knows your story and walks along with you. We are South Coast Health Cancer Care. Visit southcoast.org/cancercare.
End September 2nd, 2025.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
As a quarterback, I love sports, but sometimes when I get hit on my blind side, front side, and put on my backside, I wonder, is Sport Clips better than sports? Because Sport Clips Haircuts is sports on TV, plus a relaxing haircut, hot steam towel, and massaging shampoo, which is better than sports plus Sport Clips. It's a game changer. Check in online at sportclips.com.
Here for good. Life is a workout, and Smoothie King is here to help you power through. Whether you're grinding out bicep curls or muscling the couch across the living room, crushing morning miles, or sprinting through back-to-back meetings, Smoothie King has fuel to help you maximize your workouts, own your recovery, and elevate your game. Give your body the energy, protein, and power it needs with a lineup of delicious smoothies made to help you conquer your goals. Only at Smoothie King.
Unparalleled performance, innovative technology, premium aesthetics. TimberTech Decking at Riverhead Building Supply brings you all that and more. TimberTech endures year after year without fading, staining, or rotting. Learn more at rbscorp.com.
End September 2nd, 2025.
At some health systems, cancer care can make you feel like a number. At South Coast Health Cancer Care, you're more than a diagnosis. We offer the most advanced treatments and the latest surgical advancements, led by a connected team of experts who not only see your cancer, but all of you. Because healing isn't just medicine, it's compassion, it's connection, it's care that knows your story and walks along with you. We are South Coast Health Cancer Care. Visit southcoast.org/cancercare.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Nissan postgame show. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan has an exciting full line that will put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today. Christian Arcan here with you in our Red Sox studio. Sox dropped this one to the Astros by a final score of 4-1. They also dropped the series and come away with the road trip with a record of 2-4. The Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Tonight, Red Sox pitchers had 3 strikeouts, all from Walker Buehler. That means another $150 to the Jimmy Fund to help strike out cancer. Arbella, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. For every double the Red Sox hit, we donate $50 to the American Diabetes Association, brought to you in part by the Mass Health Connector. If you need health insurance, go to mahealthconnector.org and find the right plan for you and your family. One double tonight. It was struck off the bat of Trevor Story, and that brings our tally up to $9,850. And for every 4-bagger the Red Sox hit this season, the Red Sox Radio Network will donate $40 to Cars for Kids. We're making our donation. You should too. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.com and donate your car today. That's Cars with a K. The one run tonight coming from a Ceddanne Rafaela single in the second inning, and that was it. Red Sox unable to solve Hunter Brown, although they did rattle him a little bit. You saw a balk there in the 6th inning. They had him on the ropes in the second, could only drive in that one run, and balk that was not called ended up being a major point of contention, it would appear, between Alex Cora and the umpiring crew, which got him tossed out of the game there towards the end. We will hear more from Alex Cora on Red Sox Review after the game at our flagship station, WEEI, in Boston. Still to come, we'll take a look at the Subaru of New England scoreboard. We have your McFarland Energy play of the game, and we'll let you know what's coming up here the rest of the weekend with the Red Sox as they come back to take on the Miami Marlins at Fenway Park. That's all coming up next here on the Nissan postgame show. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan has an exciting full line that will put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems, like snoring, aches and pains, hot sleep, or even an old saggy mattress that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now, you can upgrade to a queen mattress and adjustable base for just $499.99. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of bold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Hey there, I'm Kendra Adachi, and my show, The Lazy Genius Podcast, helps you be a genius about the things that matter and lazy about the things that don't, and you get to decide what matters. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to give you a new way to see. Episodes of the Lazy Genius Podcast are full of compassionate time management tips and permission slips to do what makes sense for you. New episodes drop every Monday. Follow and listen to the Lazy Genius Podcast on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And just like you, he relies on Grainger to help. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
They're searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
Summer's here, and it's time to bring the heat in a new Honda. Head out on an unforgettable adventure. Or take a sporty sedan for a spin. All while driving with confidence. Check out the Civic, Accord, or HR-V during the Honda Summer Event.
See dealer for financing details. If you're managing your family's back-to-school schedule across multiple calendars and sticky notes, I have a game-changing idea for you. Put it all in a Skylight calendar. Skylight is a smart touchscreen calendar that brings visual structure and color coding to your family's schedules, tasks, and lists all in one sleek digital display. Right now, Skylight is offering $30 off their 15-inch calendars by going to skylightcal.com/talk. That's SKYLIGHTCAL.com/talk for $30 off your 15-inch calendar.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Drive into deep left field. This thing is pounded, and it is gone. After the walk, a 2-run homer. That really hurts. It's 4-1 Astros.
Welcome back to the Nissan postgame show. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan has an exciting full line that will put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today. What you just heard there was Yainer Diaz in the 6th inning. Red Sox trying to get back into this one. Walker Buehler pitching well, except for some hiccups there in the 1st inning. Then in the 6th, a 2-out walk to Victor Caratini, and Yandy Diaz put that one out of reach with a 415-foot blast to left center field, making it 4-1, and that's your McFarland Energy play of the game. Upgrade your air conditioning system before the summer rush at McFarlandEnergy.com. Red Sox did have some chances in this one. In the top of the 6th inning, for example, Jaron Duran drew a walk, got to second base on a balk, was grounded over the third, and while on third base, everybody seemed to think that Hunter Brown balked again. I'm not smart enough to be able to tell you if he did or not. Every time I think it's a balk, it isn't. And every time they call a balk, I didn't realize what he did to make it a balk. So I'm going to bow right out of this one and let Alex Cora explain himself on Red Sox Review on our flagship station, WEEI, in just a little bit. Anyway, that wasn't the only chance they had. The Red Sox lone run came in the 2nd inning. Trevor Story with a leadoff double, followed by a walk to Masa Yoshida. Romy Gonzalez then grounded into a double play, but that didn't kill the rally as Wilyer Abreu walked, and then Ceddanne Rafaela singled home Story. Abreu went to third. Unfortunately, after Rafaela stole second, Connor Wong struck out to end the threat. And aside from that, the Red Sox scattered a couple of hits here and there. Hunter Brown again, very tough, 6 2/3 innings, 1 run on 6 hits with 4 strikeouts. He did walk 3 batters, which is unusual for him, but he picks up the win. He improves to 10-5. Walker Buehler, not a terrible start for him. A lot of walks, though, 6 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks. He's saddled with the loss. He drops to 7-6. And how about Brian Abreu there, getting the last 2/3 of the game, of the 9th inning, I should say. And he did allow a couple of hits, but was ultimately able to take down the Red Sox, take down Rob Refsnyder, and hand the win to the Houston Astros. 4-1 your final score. Houston with the win now. They improve to 68-53. They are 37-25 in Houston. The Red Sox drop to 66-56. They remain a team that needs to improve on the road, 27-34 away from Fenway Park. Don't forget to tune into the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. It's not tomorrow at 6:10. 6:10, but it will be on Friday at 6:10. The Marlins will be at Fenway Park, and it'll be Lucas Giolito and Sandy Alcantara, your starting pitchers. Talk to Mass Mutual today and feel comfortable about tomorrow. Time now for a look at the Subaru of New England scoreboard. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Some finals to tell you about, like the Cubs, who got a 4-1 win over the Blue Jays as Cade Horton, the rookie, struck out a career-high 8 batters to take down Toronto. The Marlins all over the Guardians. 13-4 your final score. Jacob Marcy with 7 RBIs, 2 home runs, and a double as well, driving in 7. Big night at the dish for him. The Reds with an 8-0 win over the Phillies. The Padres pounded the Giants 11-1 thanks to 1 run in 6 2/3 innings from starter Nick Pivetta. The Arizona Diamondbacks scored a 6-4 win over the Rangers, thanks in part to Ketel Marte's 9th-inning home run. The Rockies scored a 6-5 win over the Cardinals. Don't get to say that often. The Nationals, 8-7 winners over the Royals. You really don't get to say that the Rockies and the Nationals both won a game on the same night very often, but that did happen tonight. The Brewers won their 12th straight game, blowing out the Pirates 12-5. Tigers scored a 1-0 win over the White Sox. Some games still in progress to tell you about that the Red Sox would be interested in here, like the Mariners, who are tied with the Orioles, 1-1 your score in the bottom of the 7th inning. Top 4 in the Bronx, Twins and the Yankees. Lengthy rain delay to get that one started. They're knotted up at 1 run apiece. There was also a rain delay across town at Citi Field for the Mets and the Braves. They are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Mets up big 6-0 early on in this one. Top of the 1st inning out in Anaheim. Last game on the docket shows the Dodgers enjoying a 3-0 lead over the Angels, jumping all over the Angels starter Kyle Hendricks early and often in this one. Want to thank the guys who got the game on the air here, guys and girls, that is. Joe Braverman and Jeanette Minchow is our engineer over in Houston. For Will Middlebrooks and Lenny Dinardo, I'm Christian Arcand. Will Fleming from Will Middlebrooks. How about Will Fleming and Lenny Dinardo? Wasn't an all-jock broadcast. We haven't done one of those yet, I don't think. But I'm Christian Arcand nonetheless. Don't forget to stick around on our flagship station, WEEI in Boston. We will have Red Sox Review, phone number 617-779-7937 if you want to get in line and react to what is another tough, frustrating loss for the Red Sox here. And 2 straight series dropped as they go 2-4 over the course of this 6-game road trip. Once again, I'm Christian Arcand. The Red Sox fall to the Astros in Houston. The final score, Houston 4 and Boston 1. Have a great night, everybody.
You have been listening to the Nissan Postgame Show. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. You have been listening to Red Sox Baseball on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Subaru of New England. There's a lot to love about Subaru. SubaruofNewEngland.com. Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella. Here for good.
And it's gone!
Buy Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Look at this. He got him.
Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Way back. Grand slam.
Citgo. Club Citgo can save you money every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. C&S Wholesale Grocers.
It's gone. Into the bullpen.
Brought to you by FindMassMoney.gov. The Department of Veteran Affairs. Hackman Wealth Partners, Boston's premier retirement planning specialist.
This ball is crushed and it is gone.
Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
Grand slam home run.
McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Northern Bank, your partner for growth. And by Verizon Wireless, the network Boston relies on. New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast has been brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico. This Odyssey Sports broadcast has been brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Broadcasting from the WEEI studios. Powered by Verizon. 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1. Lawrence, Boston. An Odyssey Sports Station.
3-2 to Refsnyder. The pitch is swung on and missed. He got him with a slider that was ball four. Ball game over. 4-1. Houston wins it. Anthony left on deck. Really frustrating end to the start for Walker Buehler, and the Red Sox just did not do enough in clutch spots tonight. They dropped 2 of 3 in Houston, 4 of 6 on their road trip, and they'll go back home 10 games above 500.
This is Red Sox Review, and it starts right now. Here's your host, Christian Arcand.
This is Red Sox Review here, WEEI. We are Boston Sports Original. Christian Arcand with you, and Red Sox Review is brought to you by Nissan. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan has an exciting full line that will put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today. I got to give the Red Sox credit on one thing. They don't lose, all right? I mean, they lose games, but they don't just lose. They rip your guts out, don't they? Oh, my God. Another one like this. Like that middle game against the Padres, even the third game, that Dylan Cease game, too. They had chances in that one. They do continue to fight. They do continue to not give away at bats. That was a great at bat at the end of that game from Rob Refsnyder. He just got overmatched by a really, really good pitcher there in Brian Abreu. Man, that kid is tough. Oh, is he tough. 100 miles an hour bowling balls coming at you. And then throwing him off with that slider. Got Rafaela. Had him way behind the fastball, and then tied up Refsnyder as well, coming in to hit for Connor Wong, which that move I agreed with, by the way. Just a tough matchup, a tough one against Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown, who I thought did not have his best stuff tonight. He was a little wild. He was walking guys, balking guys over. Apparently, people thought he balked home. He should have balked home Jarren Duran, which would have been nice, but it would have just tied the game until the Diaz home run, and the Astros would have won 4-2, I suppose. Although, if we're going by Back to the Future rules, that's an entirely different timeline, and I suppose that could mean anything. But either way, the Red Sox, I thought, coming into this 6-game road trip, like a split would be okay. So I'd be hypocritical if I said that going 2-4 is okay or acceptable or anything like that. It's not. This team has to learn how to win games outside of Fenway Park. That has been a real problem for them all year long. And this sudden surge at Fenway has been great, but I feel like they haven't really gotten off the schneid of whatever it is that they are dealing with when they go on the road, and it's been a problem all year. It really has. It's been a problem for them this entire season. They are a different team when they're not at Fenway Park. Now, thankfully, they're going to be back at Fenway soon. You got kind of a crap team like the Marlins coming in, although that team has a little more talent maybe than they've put together so far. Like, they're a talented team. You run into them at the wrong time, they can win a series against you, but hopefully the Red Sox, after getting beat up a little bit here, after Garrett Crochet, a loss with him, you don't really see that very often after going to San Diego and having them, box you around a little bit. And now this one here tonight, a winnable game, a game where, you were able to build some threats, and you got a decent start there from Walker Buehler. I thought Walker Buehler, after that tough first inning, looked very good for the next 5. It wasn't until the 6th where he walked Caratini and then gave up that home run that, you sort of realized, okay, well, here's the Walker Buehler experience. There were some good innings in there. And I think that he's overall, I'm more encouraged by this start than discouraged by it, if that makes any sense. If Dustin May and Walker Buehler can give you starts like this for the rest of the year and into the playoffs, then I'm okay with that. That's about what I'd expect. I'd expect less, honestly. I'd expect less than 6 scoreless from May, and then 5 2/3 2 inning, whatever it was before he gave up that last home run. And listen, should they have gotten him out of there sooner? I don't know. He was kind of cruising along, but even 4 runs in 5 2/3 innings isn't the end of the world for your number 5 starter or number 4 starter, whichever one it ends up being. But that was a tough one. That was a tough one. Another win over Hunter Brown, like we expected. after that first game that, all right, it's going to be real tough to win this series. You know, after losing the Crochet game and having to turn to May and Buehler, you think, okay, even though May is going up against this kid who just came off of IL, who knows what to expect there? Instead, the Red Sox come out and mash, and May comes out and shoves, and it looks like, hey, maybe we got something here. Maybe we can forge a win in the series out of this. And unfortunately, it just didn't fall their way this time. No home runs. Games when they don't hit home runs, they often don't win. However, no errors, and they doubled up the Astros in hits. It's not often that they lose games in which they do that. A clean bill of health there over on the defensive side, and you have 8 hits to their 4. That's usually a game the Red Sox win. Too many walks. That ended up being the problem. They've lost games like this before, but we're getting to the point now, as Will Fleming said at the end of the broadcast, where we're not counting moral victories. I'm not. You shouldn't either. This isn't a moral victory time.